and I'll start with the hardest one. What is everyone's favorite character other than your own in the main campaign?
Fuck you, I knew that question was coming up.
Shay.
Okay, we got Chaos saying Shay. I'm a little hurt, but okay.
We're gonna play.
What is Souls?
We're gonna play. So, what's your favorite character except your own?
Thinking.
It's not a character.
No, I know. Does it have to be a played character, or can it be an NPC?
Played character.
See, I remember majority of people's favorite character from the last time we did this was the shopkeep from Merchant.
Yes.
Just the yes.
It was brilliant.
So, Sil, who's your favorite player character other than your own?
Hey, one answer is going to sound biased, but the other one's going to sound honest. Because I've got Eldon on one hand and Sabrina on the other.
Take Sabrina. Don't worry about it.
I mean, the thing is, on a technicality, the way the question's phrased, what is your favorite playable character other than your own? You can technically pick any NPC because I play them.
Oh yeah, true.
Playable character, it's a player character. I'm talking about ours. The PCs, not the NPCs.
I still play them, I'm a player. Just I'm the one that tells the story.
I think I'm gonna have to go Sabrina. The wings with the spells engraved on them are awesome.
For that picture, I specifically looked up D&D Draconic, had the alphabet next to it, and started to like, what spells does she have again?
Too many.
I didn't put every spell on it. Don't worry about it. I didn't want to be.
Oh no, I mean the idea of the picture came out brilliant. Like it was perfect, exactly how I wanted it. Type thing. And I am in the process of making those scenes and stuff. Like I say, does anyone actually plan to make their own, by the way, or is everyone just kind of wanting me to make their own little paragraph for it?
What are we talking about?
So,
I mean, I might be able to come up with a paragraph, but like, I'm not entirely sure what I would write on it.
So, if you look in D&D text chat, I will.
Oh yes, I know what you're talking about. How big does it have to be, or how small?
A decent amount to describe the character. You can go into as much as little detail as you want. Just don't take up the entire screen.
Hey. Name 6 times, and then I'll take up the entire screen.
No, just send an eye emote.
Just affect an emote of the Gulf Truth or something.
So, Bigar, you've been avoiding this question quite well.
Yeah, like the plague. For a reason.
Who's your favorite playable character other than your own?
Heart.
No. Heart?
Heart.
Okay.
Heart is great.
Heart is a good character.
Any particular reason?
Any particular reason? Of course. We kept tying him up at the beginning. Like a leash.
By the way, should also open this up just because tonight is a fully chill stream and stuff, like recapping mostly the last year, things like. Feel free, any questions from chat, fire them out. Talk to you group or target someone specific with a question. Fire away. Like tonight's just a chill relaxation. I literally moved this Wednesday, so I did not want to plan anything big for this session and be like, I definitely need my setup, and so I wanted to be worst case scenario. Last minute, I need to take my setup down. That's cool. It's gonna be something chill.
Okay, Lumi, before you segue, who's your favorite player character?
Who's my favorite player character? From one-shots included?
Not your own. Not your own.
I'm saying one
Just
shots
from-
included, out of curiosity?
No, just the main campaign.
Just from the main campaign? I mean, like them all for various reasons. They've all got so much depth. Like, what I have planned for everyone is there's many different things.
Well played. Well played.
It was a clear answer.
Yeah, so sorry, Caitlin just walked through the door, so I'll just get outside along with a Chris. All that's left to cook is the side dishes. Yes, we live.
Caliwana.
So
Caliwana.
So like you say, like with the
Hi there, Mel. But
yeah, there's
fuck you,
a map.
Christopher. Fuck you.
We are like with the amount of customization that went into Lucian, I love, and stuff. The ability to explore the past and have knowledge of the gods and stuff that you don't have access to. I like Eldon for that. Heart for such little backstory I was given and the growth that's gone. The potential that's sitting there waiting for Shay, as well as Bartholomew. Like, I like them all. It's the problem, like, I can't pick a favorite because obviously I've got so many things planned, as well as I know all the effort that's been went into the story. Like, essentially, it's almost like all the characters like my little babies, and I love them all too much.
I have to say, as the artist,
Someone asked me that question.
as the artist, I didn't like to draw Lucian because the wings. My favorite to draw was small R, by the way. He was my favorite to draw.
Not because Small R has a big beard and all he has is beard.
I will say, out of all the artworks that were sent, the one that shocked me the most was Small R, purely because of the beard. That was not what I was expecting.
That's because you haven't watched The Hobbit or The Lord of the Rings.
I mean, I've tried watching Lord of the Rings, just I can't get into it.
That's
But-
fine.
but yeah.
We'll just judge you silently about it.
By the way, Lumi,
Yeah.
on Small R's picture on the helmet, the brim states in runes, the wolf howls, and on the side are protection and strength runes.
Well, real quick, before
Slight
Chris walks
detail.
away, since we've got food getting prepped and stuff, I'll ask you two the question that Adam's asking. What is your favorite player character? Not your for any reason. Can't picture it. Has to be like campaign, not one shot. Current campaign
Oh,
log.
so I can't pick the chicken?
No.
No.
The chicken!
Even then, that'd be your own still technically.
That's right, you two missed it
You
because
two
you
are
went and
fucking
finished up a
nuts.
main campaign, another main campaign.
You stitched
you-
us from the one shot. You missed out on the chicken. You gotta go back on the frickin' videos and watch them.
No.
My
Oh,
chicken
so-
had a great entrance. You missed it.
No.
So,
He's
I
very
got
passionate
asked-
about the chicken that Adam threw together for him in half an hour.
Now, a bit more context. If you remember Ben's character with the chicken in the pocket and the jacket,
Yeah.
He was the chicken.
Yeah. Favorite player character from the main campaign, not your own.
not to sound like a suck, but the kid. I didn't hurt.
Oh, yeah.
That is fair.
That is fair, honestly.
In a freaking book with, but also all of your.
Speaking of fucking stuff, correct me if I'm wrong. Have you ever watched the anime? Well, just to make sure you have, because if you haven't, that is your homework to watch. Soul Eater's whether it's. And when you
I'm happy.
and when you next see your mother, the Soul Eater inspiration's really gonna come. I have plans.
By the way, my favorite character to draw was Shay as well, but the wings of Sabrina were a highlight as well.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I
It's
loved all the all the artworks came out brilliant. Like every character artwork showed the uniqueness that really makes that character stand out for one reason or another, and I loved them all.
I'm the only one that doesn't have a weapon in his hand.
Hey, because you specifically told
I know.
me your character hides the weapon!
Exactly.
Wait, you have a teapot.
Oh,
Hey, to be
shit,
fair, you wanted the tea.
Out.
You wanted just the cup. I was
We have a
like, I
teapot
can make
now.
it funnier. Let's have the teapot as well.
One of my main reasons for wanting him to not have any weapons in his artwork, though, was because Bartholomew isn't really a combat character. He's more an out of combat utility.
Yeah, he's an out of combat character, but like he still has like a thing in combat. Like he's still got his role there, but like out of combat, like the purpose you've made him, he really does shine for.
I have a question for Caitlin.
Huh?
I have two questions for Caitlin.
He's listening.
One, are you down on Sunday? 2, has Thunderdome started yet? Yeah. Go look in the team chat.
It's now officially begun.
What is Thunderdome?
What's Thunderdome?
Alright, I'll fill everybody else in because I kind of filled Adam in it earlier as well. So my neighbour upstairs works in the big bakery behind me, the industrial bakery. And the last couple of weeks, she's been throwing baked goods, breads, and buns and cakes and everything to the house. So she sent her daughter around last night with chocolate pancakes, a big stack of chocolate pancakes, and this big, ginormous, like fluffy pastry bun with like chocolate and like simple syrup and all over it. And I was like, I'm not going to eat this. Who wants it? So I put it in the group chat, and then I was on the phone to Christopher, and I was like, by the way, I've got chocolate pancakes I'm not going to eat and stuff. He goes, sure, I'll have them. Not even 2 minutes later, Caitlin's like, I'll take the pancakes. And I was like, Thunderdome, 2 may enter, 1 may leave.
Well, what you didn't hear, since he had his back turned to the mic, they've just said whoever wins a game of Digimon gets the pancakes.
Oh.
Stipulation that
Well, against me?
No, against me. So me and her play the game of Digimon. He has to beat Axamon.
Fuck that, play Magic.
That's easy.
You say it's easy.
Yes,
Caitlin, it's not.
but I have faith in Caitlin.
See, just to indulge this sidetrack slightly, Caitlin fully has the capability.
Yes.
She just doesn't have the confidence.
I have complete and utter faith in that.
I have always said this about Caitlin and Digimon. She's a very competent player. She just doesn't have the confidence in herself. I think the tea's boiling. You hear that whistling?
Yes.
I am so sorry.
Bartholomew can hear that whistling.
Oh, Bartholomew, you can see that whistling.
Mm-hmm.
You can smell the whistle. Smells the sounds.
Smells the sound.
Taste the rainbow.
Want to go and get your
Basically.
PTs back on?
I do like how nobody asked my question back at me.
So, Adam, who's your favorite character?
Don't worry about
That
it.
isn't your own.
Let's go back to work. Good night, guys.
You fucking do. You're fucking answering this.
Yeah, you fucking answer. Don't worry about it. That's what
I mean,
counts.
I was gonna 180 it at you eventually.
I mean, I could do a sort of Lumi cop out there. Say, oh, I love them all.
Bullshit.
You don't.
That.
Caitlin. But no, I do pick favorites.
We know you have favorites.
In terms of favorite characters of my own, I do find Soul's character quite interesting with its backstory and with, well, less its backstory, more its progression. and also how it's sort of fallen into the leader role of the party, whether it wants to or not.
Hey, that happened accidentally while we were adventuring, okay?
It's only on purpose.
Because that alone sort of makes it feel like Soul's character is Superman, whereas Bartholomew is Batman.
I mean,
Yeah.
here's an interesting question.
We'll try and give you an interesting answer.
There is another character that I do like, but it's more because I've helped Lumi with things that are going to happen in the future, and I'm excited to see them. And that's Heart's character. I can't fucking wait.
Very ill, not a guarantee. Was still ill from juice.
Ill.
Or something. But no, so here's an interesting question for everyone, and obviously Chris and Caitlin can answer while they're here and stuff. I'll call them arcs, but what arc of the campaign and stuff, story-wise, like be it Pacific City or character or just anything along those lines, as people enjoyed the most?
I'm trying to remember them all now.
So many episodes ago.
2 years ago.
Honestly, because of the nostalgia, first session where we saw the Academy getting blown up by Malik.
So the starting arc.
The starting arc, I really, really enjoyed that. The start of it all. How it all came to be. How it all started.
My favorite is actually in the town where Eldon's mother died. When we were fighting Malkoff.
That just rip off on the institution. That wasn't.
It's not because her mother died, it's more because I drowned a fucking dragon.
That was a cool moment.
That was a cool moment.
How was it? I get the turn to your mom?
No.
No?
No.
Her mum was pinned to
To the tower.
Tower. Yeah.
I get that.
no.
No, the dragon was impaled by houses after getting drowned.
Don't get
My
it.
favorite arc. Small R's. The mountain.
Hey!
That was
You can have the same one.
That was a good arc.
I'm just happy there's somebody else you like picked that.
It was also good whenever Bartholomew got angry at the fucking dwarves for not having any strategy.
Oh yeah, I
By the
remember
way, the
that.
X-Men has a question.
What?
Question.
Question for later. What was everyone's favorite oh shit moment?
My favorite oh shit moment. Yes. Take it away from her.
So the royal
Like, oh shit moment. We had to fight a big fucking dragon.
that was your mother, yeah. I wouldn't really call it my favorite. One of my most standout oh shit moments as a DM was when I had like good 6 or 7 of you fight this random dragon. That was when we weak as shit, and he almost party wiped. That was like a big.
The rolls on that party wise was shit.
Like,
Dragon wise was amazing.
if I remember correctly, there was 7 of you fighting it. It was only Big R that wasn't there because he wasn't feeling great that night. So it was a matter of the party went out exploring while he was back at camp.
Yeah.
In the middle of the night, uncovered this thing that was meant to attack something. It was just meant to be a random dragon. Like, it was just meant to be like. It wasn't.
I know what dragon you're on about.
It wasn't meant to be like a boss battle or anything, just a random thing to kind of give it the idea of like there's still danger and stuff out here. Stuff's going on, maybe you want to explore it or something.
Well,
And then
dragon.
the next thing you know, like the party's almost dead. I'm like, I'm about to get a party wipe and I'm not trying to aim for a party wipe. That's a big one that stands out to me.
I can tell you what
my
my
big
favorite
oh
oh shit moment is.
That was my big oh shit moment because that was the same fight when I was flying around on a broom I hit it with some water, and it got angry at me. And it nearly killed me.
My favorite oh shit moment is connected to some emotional damage. When we all found out that we were fighting Hardstadt in the woods.
Ooh, yeah.
I mean,
Can you have two?
Yeah, you can have 2.
Okay.
Like, that was the entire thing of, oh shit, that's Geralt.
Right.
No, that's gonna get brought up at some point.
Oh, that definitely was going to get brought up tonight.
I would definitely
I
say...
gotta decide to lose my HD vision moments.
all I'm gonna say is that moment when Eldon swiped right was definitely like the biggest like unexpected moment for me. Like I was not expecting that to come out at all. Like I knew Eldon wanted to confront Malik, but I was not expecting just fuck it. I'm gonna send a message like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Oh. I thought of another.
So,
It was just wrong.
To be fair, Eldon took a swing at a lot of people.
Yeah, you need to be specific! That's the bad thing! At this moment where she was so close to go against the gods and start to yell at them.
Oh, and the snow bit, yeah. No, go on, Big R, go on, give us your own shit moments, because you're about to get to say them.
I know. I was going to be, very, very nice and just wait until everybody else finished there.
No, it's fine.
But,
I knew you were going to say something. I was coming back to you, don't worry.
So the first oh shit moment for me, for my character, was whenever we became the alpha.
Yeah.
And it was just like taking that bite and everything, and just the whole intricate like story of it all, becoming the alpha and then having to chase down the omega was like the big mission. And then the second oh shit moment is whenever my character didn't know, thinking that he blew up the whole village with the dynamite underneath it.
Hilarious.
And we still haven't cleared it out, by the way.
No one still told him.
Another oh shit moment that's just come into my head is one that only applies to Bartholomew. It was when we were in the mountains, the Dwarven Mountains, and he decided to go into the Thieves Guild. And then they found out.
And you
Oh,
were
yeah.
super bad.
Yeah, I remember that.
It was like, okay, right, enough of this. Breaking a pallet and shutting the door. Blooded the Thieves Guild.
Yeah.
That's gonna come bite us in the ass one day.
Potentially, yeah, because I mean, you've still got to deal with Thieves Guild and stuff because her ladyship is still out there. So
Yeah, it was not
the
out-
person that Bartholomew was chasing back in, was it Chiconi there? Aragon, like back as when he was chasing back.
Isaac. There's Isaac as well, which is still to be found.
Well, Isaac's
Well,
kind of
we're
like
currently
in front of
dealing
you
with
at the moment.
True,
Yeah.
we're kind of dealing with him now.
That's something I'd like to bring up. Because I couldn't make it to the end of that, but from what I've heard, Shay and someone else went down to check, and Shay was invisible.
There is a Shay, a Heart, and a Safrina. And Safrina had invisibility cast on her. And Shay was walking around with her unseen satellite ability. And they found a stairway, and at the bottom of the stairway was really bright, to the point where Shay couldn't go down without being revealed. Also at that point, that Safrina's invisibility wore off.
Yep. Oh yeah, that was no shit.
Yeah, but the point is,
Hart went down because he was still
A shape.
wild shape. Yeah, he was a spider, and he's seen Isaac working on a table with like blueprints and documents and stuff in front of him, but in the room was 3 of these big mechanized-looking dragon things.
yeah, see, my only real issue with that is the fact that Alistair is the head Inquisitor. He likely has perceptive abilities that could match or outdo Bartholomew's.
Alistair?
And then
Isaac.
Although 2 of them were invisible going down the stairs, that doesn't make them silent, and they're in a castle. They tend to echo. He might know they're there.
Or he will know that he knows that they're there, most likely.
Yeah.
Because they were not silent.
I did also express that about the fact the room was big. Also, it kind of made it hard towards the end because obviously, to my knowledge, you and Shay still had the communication stones, but you had to go.
Yep. I was still recovering from a ski injury and took pain medication, and it nearly knocked me out. And the worst part is, it nearly knocked me out and didn't relieve the pain. Yeah. But, what
Yeah,
else was there?
still got them, that's what I'm saying. Which kind of, that's what I'm saying, made it troublesome towards the end of that session. Because he had to go with the other person that owned the earpiece. Technically, you had no way of communicating with the group because the person you communicating with had to go. Yeah. Trying to think of an actual, like, oh shit moment. Like, obviously for me, there's not really that many oh shit moments because obviously I've got to plan everything right. So it's more of like how you guys react to certain situations. That's kind of like the oh shit for me. Or moments like say where the fucking dragon just kind of like out of nowhere almost party wipes. It's like, this is not meant to be a hard. This was not meant to be a hard fight. More often than not, quite a few of the oh shit moments for me is more of an oh shit of shock, like, oh, I'm gonna put this big scary thing in front of you to make you feel like really tough and powerful. And then by the time you've all had a turn, it's lost half its hit points. It's just like, well.
I have to say, one of my favorite moments, my favorite interactions, it was on the, I think it's Nazarick is above Rapture, isn't it?
Yes.
When we talked to the guy who was the old alpha.
Oh yeah, that guy.
And he told us to explain why we're doing what we're doing. And wouldn't accept it, just, oh, we have to. And I'm just like, no, why are you doing it?
Why are you on this adventure? I remember that. That was fun.
I was trying to make sure you had a purpose. Other than make sure you had purpose on your adventure, not just a sense of duty.
Yeah. One of Bartholomew's own purposes is literally to prove Malik wrong. Because he's turning around and telling everyone that, or trying to convince the world that they can't fight against them. But the fact that he made that declaration means that he can't fight against everyone. That's why he has to try and convince people to join him. But on top of that, the whole scenario itself is... Because anyone can look at the party and be like, well, these guys are like gods, they're blessed, they're super powerful, but Bartholomew is literally just a man. So he literally just sort of made it so that he's just a standard guy, just like anyone else in the world who's now standing up to a person. Or to this threat.
Kinda wrong because of the abilities of his gods, the gods.
Yeah, but he's rejected for the most part. His
Yes,
abilities are very non-combat focused.
Another oh shit moment, I think, is at the first tower where Emir appeared out of nowhere.
Oh yeah.
And threw the fucking blade of disaster at Lucian, and Sora stepped in like the last second.
Another question from Axman. What is everyone's favorite heartwarming / roleplay moment?
Heartwarming / roleplay. Well, I think I just answered that.
I think one of my favorite moments at Stan was when you all in Lucian's village and the village was losing hope. Kay steps into her role.
That was a good moment.
It was a good moment, yes.
Yes.
One of my personal favorites is the speech me and Big R worked on before we went to the second tower.
Oh,
That was-
yeah.
That was fun. That was good. That was good fun.
Yes, that was.
I just empowered like all the soldiers and everyone was happy. That was fucking cool.
One of mine, actually, it was because of everyone's reaction to it, was when we found the burnt house that was supposedly haunted,
Oh, that one.
Ah,
and by following we looked into the past to see what happened to him.
Emir's home, yeah. That's very recent.
Yep.
I mean, that was also sort of an oh shit moment when we all figured out Emir was heading towards our
Yeah,
location.
the
Yes.
instant moment was when she suddenly fucking wielded a blade of disaster and tried to throw it at us.
Yeah.
You.
Oh, yeah.
We did.
She doesn't know my abilities. But if
No.
she ever finds out, I'm dead. I'm so fucking dead.
Yes, yes, you are.
Yeah. Yeah.
I also love, just from that one interaction, majority of all your idea of Amir kind of like 180 so much, because up until that moment you're all like, Amir's a bitch, she needs to die no matter what. Die tomorrow, I don't fucking care, I'm gonna kill her. And like after that after like that one interaction with the building, it's just like,
I think everyone said fuck you, Adam.
it's just like, we could maybe save her. Oh, she's not all bad. It's just like everyone's
She's
perspective of me just
reputable.
180.
No, she's not.
Kill the bitch!
We'll see how it
It
goes.
was funny having like Trevor turn around and be like, fuck you, Adam, making me care about him here.
Yeah.
First though, like that's when you know you make like a really, like in my personal opinion, some of the best bad guys, evil characters in anime, video games and stuff is the ones that they make you care and want to see from their perspective type thing. Like the biggest one that stands out to me in anything I've ever played or watched type thing is a character called Emmett Selk from Final Fantasy XIV. He is like my standout of evil characters, because like when you first meet him, it's just like, this guy's a twat. I want to fucking him. And then throughout the expansion of Shadowbringers, start learning more about him, why he's doing everything he's doing, and things like that, to the point where you kind of like, I feel sorry for this dude. Like, I understand why he's doing it. It's, you eventually come to understand it's one of those things where it's like, he's doing the right thing, but in the wrong way.
Yeah, I had very... Like, one of my favorite villains is... Darth Vader. Simply because, like, even George Lucas said himself that the original Star Wars from 1 to 6, not the new ones, they are literally the tragedy of Darth Vader.
Yeah.
Because that's sort of what makes a villain so good, is that they're pure evil, but then you look at them and it's actually just pure tragedy that built them up to it. And it's also why my most favorite part of all of the Star Wars is the Clone Wars animated series, because it actually goes
It's
into
great.
detail about Anakin, and it's so
Yes.
good. The
I
movies
still,
miss out so much if you don't know the Clone Wars.
I still found it funny that in multiple campaigns, there's now a Malak, the same way written, and I find it funny. He's an antagonist in all of them.
Wait, you've got a Malik in another campaign?
Yeah. And he's an antagonist.
I remember that. I remember you telling me about this.
Yeah, it's just the funniest thing. And he has a slight fixation on my character.
You just can't.
Oh,
break
you mean
this
just like this?
connection.
I can't escape.
There's just this connection between you as the player and Malik. You can't escape it.
So Big R, what's your favorite heartwarming moment? You haven't answered this yet.
No.
So my heartwarming moment was actually having the conversation of the King of the Dwarves underneath the mountain.
I will say I did like that moment.
From anger to aggression to understanding and compassion. That was a complete 180 of attitude.
Oh, it was. It was.
There is another heartwarming roleplay moment that I do like. It was when Bartholomew showed Eldon what it's like to be blind. And then afterwards showed her what it's like to have Bartholomew vision.
Yeah.
Essentially,
AKA torture.
I was going to say you essentially introduced them to
Eldon
what
got
it's like
angry
to
at a
talk.
guard.
So, a question for me then, of everything that you guys are aware of story-wise as players or plot points that have yet to be resolved, what are you looking forward to?
Heart.
That?
Heart. You know what I'm talking about.
I think I do. Are you on about like the other campaign thing?
Yep.
There's no guarantee Heart's gonna go that way.
Is it really a heart thing, or is it really a him thing, giving him a heart thing, or giving heart a thing?
Oh, McDonald had a farm. Yeah.
Love having a conversation on stream that nobody else can follow.
Yeah.
Hmm.
What was the question again?
Yes, what was it?
Of all the story things that you're aware of, where you think things are going, plot hooks that you're aware of, what are you looking forward to the most that is yet to happen, that's to come, essentially?
Omega. For myself personally, the Omega.
Mine's going to sound very pessimistic actually here, but I am looking forward to the ending. Not the ending of the campaign, just to see Bartholomew's story the whole way through. I want him to get his sister back, and well, he's already bought or invested into a cafe. I want, like, the next time he ever appears in like another campaign or whatever, him to be in a cafe, but then there could be like a rumor of he's secretly like the head inquisitor or some bullshit. And then I don't want to go into too more because I have plans.
That gives
I
me
want to
7
be
Deadly
one.
Sins vibes.
It does give me something different.
Yeah, how like Meliodas just has his little tavern. No one knows he's like the head of the Sins.
So, Soul and Chaos.
Honestly, it's towards the end of the campaign, but the final showdown with Emir.
That is something I'm really looking forward to. I'm looking forward to the final battle because there's so many one-shot characters that might make an appearance there. I'm really interested to see how that goes.
I mean,
now.
specifically for me, it's the fact that it's always been like the whole thing has been alluded to is Lucian will have a one-on-one with Emir, and I'm looking forward to see how the hell that's gonna go.
See, I have a sort of prediction where there's going to be a massive army in front of us that's going to look insurmountable, but a whole load of any one-shot characters that are wandering about may make an appearance and help push us through them all to get to the necessary battles. That's my
Oh,
prediction.
you mean sort of how we had the Dwarven army hold off the people at the tower while we actually could go inside.
Kind of like that, but more like, if you imagine we're all standing on a hill and the entire landscape is filled with enemy soldiers, and then our one-shot characters come in and basically just drive a wedge between them so we can just run straight through.
Yeah, I know what you mean. In terms of other moments that I could really look forward to is seeing Shay's mother getting resolved. Like, what's going to end up of that? That's going to be really interesting.
Chaos?
Favorite moments. Something that's
So,
looking up
what
for.
moment are you looking forward to the most that's yet to happen?
Elden meeting another four-claimer. Because at the moment, the only other four-claimer she met at the current time was her mom, and she's dead.
I'm sorry, I shouldn't laugh, but it does kind of sound like it's one of those things where it's like it sounds like Phoebe from Friends. But I met someone else that was like me, and then they died. Ever so casually moving on.
I was just feeling it like an evil DM. Like, he brought my mother into it, and then he killed her immediately.
Before we
He
get
killed
into
the mother. Didn't know it was the mother.
Before we get into that question, Axeman, what moment that you're aware of for the campaign are you looking forward to the most that's yet to happen?
I do have another one.
No one in particular arcs or moments forward to the most? I mean, like, if things you're aware of, like, have the issue, like, your mum's gonna get resolved, thing with Mega's gonna get resolved, and you've obviously got things right now with, Isaac, ladyship. Well, Axeman's next question is, what is everyone's favorite funny moment?
Before we go into that, there's one more moment I'm looking forward to. And that's for the Wandering Swordsman to make an appearance. Because he left Draconia, remember? He went back to Lunaria. I want to see Lumi try and do the voice of the guy with two souls. Both Jin and Ryu.
Favorite funny moment. You got special.
Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one. I'll raise you, Shay, away.
Fair.
Caleb, favorite funny moment? You've got special and shape.
There.
I'm gonna sound really. Oh. What?
I go role playing for once.
Oh.
That was a good moment.
Please say that someone is going to say that having a dragon tap dancing considered a funny moment.
That was
Have
one
we
shot.
had?
That's from a one shot, is why no one has said it.
Yeah.
Oh, if we're talking about all the funny moments, shit.
Yeah. Okay.
By the way, hi Eddie. Hi Eddie.
Hello.
Oh,
In terms of funny moments for me in campaign, I'm going to sound really selfish here because so far all my moments have been involving Bartholomew moments or these. But I love my character. One of them would be, I mean, there's been a few times. There's been when Hart's dad took an arrow to the knee. There's and there's also when they all involve Hart and Bartholomew actually. Holy shit! When Hart was talking to the love of his life, and I just walked past with all the clothes at a Sylvan Palace. Oh, and I got a jar of dirt.
and now, like, in terms of other funny moments, the amount of times Big R has just had everyone on stream just die laughing.
That was
when
fun
no
as
one's
well.
been able to function.
When I burned the fuck out of
You're welcome.
smaller Big Beard. When we walked into a settlement and I decided to look around and I was like, oh, and you described, yep, okay, they're selling fish and other things. So I turned around to the party and said, yep, they're selling fish, they're doing whatever, and turned to Big R and said, don't worry, Big R, it's not you.
The thing is, for every funny moment Big R has given us, Big R's had a moment of rage, thinking that we've all ignored him or overspoke him because Mike has been a bitch.
Yeah.
That is true.
I can admit that. Yep.
I'm trying to think of funny moments outside of the main campaign and the one-shots, but there's a lot of them.
One of my favorite ones, one of my favorite funny moments from a one shot. It's sadly from the one shot that was never streamed.
Oh.
When
The
Subject
one where we
Subject
picked-
37 literally picked up the bush, thought he was being stealthy.
I remember that. Oh yeah, that was funny.
He wasn't smart.
No. Oh god, was he funny?
That is probably one of my most favorite funny moments from a one shot. And I'm so upset we never streamed it.
Then, since then, we have had a dragon tap dancing. We've had what else?
Let's not forget the stoned barbarians.
Yeah. That time Emir put hold person on the wizard students and then realized they can't talk because he used hold person. You know, right before I took control of Soul's character.
I'm
And
going to say a personal funny moment of mine. It was a funny moment for me on like being the DM, knowing what was happening. Was when I had Saul and Big R come to me with characters like, oh, between us we're invincible, we've got this perfect combo team. And I'm just sitting there eternally laughing like, don't realize the other two people you're playing with are evil and you're enemies.
We were not ready.
I also found it fucking hilarious when Soul was talking to me about how invincible his barbarian is. I'm like, yeah, I can't wait to break him. I'm gonna break him down.
Yeah, sitting there like all the entire time he's like, oh, Lumi's gonna have a hard time dealing with this. Lumi. And I was like, yeah, it's not me that has to fucking...
To be fair, I dealt with you very efficiently.
Oh, you did. You did.
Yeah,
It was called a saving throw. He was not very wise.
yeah. Eventually, the only kind of
No,
way
Oscar was not that charisma, actually.
the only way to kind of deal with your barbarian, especially since I got such a high level, just like, yeah, you'll never die from damage while you're raging, sure.
Yeah, sleep at one.
Exhaustion.
Exhaustion will do you in eventually.
Yeah, so that was literally how that character died, which is he fought on for 6 days and 6 nights.
Yeah. Because the thing about exhaustion is you can't die just from lack of sleep.
No.
But that's not the only thing that causes exhaustion. Lack
No.
of food and water also do that, and they will kill you.
Yeah.
And when you're fighting for 6 days and nights without a chance to fucking get anything into you, you're fucked.
And yeah, you're fucking. Mind you, if anyone ever sees just like a slightest bit of his bones or anything, he's very much revivable.
I will say one of my call it a favorite Easter egg campaign. Has to be Thompson's time character.
Yes.
That's a good one.
Yes.
I was
That
about
was also a funny moment whenever Bartholomew was standing on the boat and was like, "What the fuck was that?"
Oh yeah, when we're on the
When he
airship.
flew past.
And then everyone else was like, the fuck you on about?
Yeah, 'cause I have to make sure that Thompson's character appears every now and then, not just for like reasons. That's how he explained like his character being trapped in the time vortex,
Yep.
constantly popping in and out, and every now and then just moments he's needed.
Yep.
I will say, like, one of the things I personally love from like this world, it's so of just kind of main overarching thread, and eventually like there's 5 characters to kind of elaborate more onto. And then such wide networks, lore being developed from one-shots and stuff.
I am sorry for lore dumping into your world.
It's fine. I mean, at the end of the day, I always said, like, I was building this world with the players. And, like, at the end of the day, there's been nothing that's ever stopped a player. So, like, when, say, for example, going to the Dwarf City, going to where Bartholomew lives, nothing stopping you, as the character that grew up there, simply just go, I know a guy.
His name is Guy.
You've been in full control at points to create your own NPCs, and I've suddenly got to act and play as on the fly.
It'd be manic.
I think a funny moment to actually probably point out for some people, in honor of Kitten to say this, would probably be the inn at Kellica with the dragon pet.
Oh, yeah. Down the Huckstairs.
That was funny.
Yeah.
Not even that. Whenever we were leaving the next morning,
Yep.
and we turned around to the innkeeper and I was like, "Why are you scared of a dragon and not the werewolf?" He's like, "You what?
Oh,
Where did you meet these people?" "Oh, witch cabin."
So, since we've talked about main campaign characters, favorite one-shot character?
I have too many. I love them all. I love all the ones that I made. Well, actually, no. I don't love Subject 37. because he was funny and he was kind of fun to play outside of combat, but when it came to combat, he sucked so much. I hate Chaos Barbarians with a passion now. He was so useless.
Yes, barbarians are good though.
General barbarians are good, yeah.
Yeah, in general, barbarians are good, but the path of wild magic barbarian, they're not good.
It's not
I
well
find them
designed.
useful. I find
They're
them
really
useful.
subpar.
Sandy! My monk!
Don't think we'll-
There.
Sandy and Smiley. Caitlin's Five Nights at Freddy's barbarian.
I did like the chicken. I did enjoy the chicken. Kind of. I enjoyed playing Ryu/Jin, although that was fucking tiresome to do. Having to jump between voices for one character with every interaction.
I mean, I was gonna say the guy, but like, then they we brought up the not streamed one shot, and I'm like, 37 was such a fun character.
Law was also very fun to play when it came to fighting the
Yeah.
minions. Because, oh yeah, dance.
Thing,
When,
one of my favorite one-shot characters stands out because technically being selfish here. The new god of Destiny.
Oh yeah. I did actually really enjoy playing him. He is one of my favorites. But I think my all-time favorite still has to be Emir. Just so fun to play.
He's
The
also
character I had the most fun playing in one shots, that was my monk, Burger Eyes. That was hella fun.
But so far, my favorite reoccurring one-shot character that has come back has to be Esper. I really like how he's come back to sort of protect the Moon Maiden. And I'm
Oh, no, that was
looking forward to
cool.
him again.
Against the Water Dragon, I remember
Yeah.
that.
thing, yeah, I mean, one of the things I try to do, any one-shot characters that are in a relative time frame to the current campaign, I definitely try and make them show up in the current campaign, just to, at the very least, cameo them.
I still want to see you do the voice for Ryu and Jin in the same body. Just a man fighting with himself.
Yeah, I remember that.
So I don't need a knife, and I realize it's steak on this plate.
Do it with your hands. Eat like a barbarian. Right.
Yum.
Eat like Fluffy.
What?
Just turn around and take a bite out of Trevor.
The fuck?
Which, funny enough, once everyone's done answering with what's their favorite one-shot characters, what's everyone's favorite god? So, personality interaction.
Granny.
Granny is second close by Elden's god.
Granny, the god of truth.
I do like the interactions between God of Truth because he's often seen as so evil, and Bartholomew's tried his hardest to reject him, but
Yeah.
he hasn't been evil to him. So like, there's a sort of Strider mystery around him, like, oh, everything comes at a price. He's not to be trusted.
Mm-mm.
But then he's been very trustworthy, like that God himself
Yeah.
has grown since then and matured. Like he knows when he needs to actually step up and not be a dick. But
Yeah, Granny.
at the same
100%
time,
Granny.
I did play a god, and that was also fun.
Which I actually got to use that god's powers at one point.
Yep. I didn't think you'd need to.
Who did I? If it wasn't for the fact I did, there was a good chance that, like, there was a crucial plot point that you'd have all missed out on, and I would have to technically have progressed that story without you being there.
You're welcome.
But yeah.
Which plot point was that again?
That's
Turning
the
on.
heart.
Mm.
The heart was burning the letter without fucking checking it first.
Right, yeah, hard up burnt letter without checking the letter, right?
But yeah, the God of Destiny was very fun to play because he started as like a pseudo god of trickery, which the people of his world didn't like. So he didn't have a lot of followers. He wasn't very powerful. But then he started seeing things and became the God of Destiny. I did really enjoy playing him. I built so much lore before I even started to
Hey, guy, what was your favorite one-shot character?
And who's your favorite
What?
god?
I already
Your
said my favorite god.
You said your favorite one-shot character?
No, I said my favorite god, but not one shot.
Oh, yeah. What's the one-shot character?
My Dwarficus Giganticus.
Fair.
So,
I told I wasn't alerted to dwarf, so I went for a giant. It was like a Dwarficus Giganticus.
so let's rephrase that question. What's everyone's favorite one-shot character that isn't your own?
Sandy. No, it's fuck. Smiley. That is. Hey, both start the same. Both are weird in their own fucking right.
37B.
Oh, I have to go. I have to go for the most recent one. I have to go for Trevor's one, where
Oh, the
whenever he
old
wears
man.
the old man. It just like the whole connection I got there was Warhammer, but everybody else went for somewhere else, or not Warhammer. World of Warcraft. The Warcraft movie.
I thought Makarov from Fairy Tail.
No, I thought of Goldak or Goltak.
Hold on.
Aye, because you know like Goldan, he works with magic and he looks old and frail, and then whenever he goes to do the crockpot, and he's like takes his thing off and he goes all big and shit.
Oh yeah, he's just a buff.
Yeah, that's the first thing came in my head, and I'm like, this is what reminds me. And then Trevor and Lumi are like, no, not a clue. And I'm like, copy and paste.
I saw the movie, even World of Warcraft.
I didn't.
I didn't, because I was never big into World of Warcraft.
Neither am I, but I still thought the movie was quite fun. Erie's hoodie's falling down. Yes, I'm being cheesy. I've got Erie's hoodie on the freaking on the computer chair.
So Adam, what was your favorite one-shot character that wasn't your own?
I'm still thinking. 'Cause I don't want to say the chicken again, but
The chicken.
Technically, you can't
Well-
be checking C made it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you. Fuck. Okay, let's see. I did like Bragai, and I liked how he progressed with the metal arms.
There's also a potential, as long as Lucian doesn't die, we'll see Bagai as Soul's main character in Campaign 2.
Yup.
But I feel like the reason I liked Bragai was because he missed he missed the middle session of that 3-part, and while he was gone, Esper
Everything went to shit.
had the 3 barbarians.
Everything went to shit.
I was like, okay, hold person on his ult, fuck yes. And then one of you broke 3 of it, and I'm like, god damn it!
Everything went to shit the moment the monk wasn't around.
What other characters were there? I'm trying to remember what. I did like Trevor's character in the City of the Gods. I thought that was really. I liked the lore on him.
Ooh, Thompson's Planetar in the City of the Gods one shot was also really good.
That was also really
The
good.
Planetar. I love the bagpipes. Those were cool.
That was a cool idea, yes.
Yeah. He actually fully, like, home-crafted that magic item.
Yeah, which was awesome.
Why is Thompson not here?
I don't know. He's more than welcome to be here.
Thompson's been in the one shots and he's jumped in the main campaign. Fuck you now.
He's never been in the main campaign. He's only ever been in one shot.
I know, but he's going to be jumping in.
Do you mean for campaign 2?
Mm-hmm.
Is that confirmed? Do we have a Thompson for campaign 2?
I can't remember if I confirmed it or not.
That's a yes.
I mean, it more comes down to how the overlays I am building go. Have more people.
Fair. You do have a lot of players.
Because the overlays that I am building move away from the camera and the idea of the big pictures that we currently have, and obviously using the idea of PNGs and character art itself, maybe using that to somehow, instead of needing to like border out the entire character screen, give them an underbox, and then hopefully that can save enough space where we can have more people. I've got ideas I'm going to do, and we'll see how it goes. But yeah.
What's everyone's favorite power moves, whether it's in a main campaign or one shot, where you've just let off a tremendous amount of power and dealt so much damage, or just done something that just was like, oh shit, wow. Because like one of mine was for Esper, which is when he let off the firestorm and dealt so much damage to all these little spiders around him. And then another one, because I've done it a few times now, is Law when he made a dragon dance. Or when he just shut down the wolves completely. And of course the obvious one, Emir, when she took control of the barbarian. Oh no. Best power move that I have in total was Emir killing someone else's character.
That's what I was going to say. When it comes to power moves, Emir practically one-shotting another character.
She took someone down from 100 and... was it 123 hit points?
I don't remember.
I don't remember the exact hit points. All I remember is she had very little left.
She had 3 hit points left.
Yeah.
Which means if your rolls were slightly better, then yes, you would have.
Yeah, but that was before I even sent the fucking drones to kill her. Like, he gave me them to make sure I could kill her. And I didn't need them.
I think for Saul, it's an easy one to answer that question is whenever Lucian's.
I mean, I was going to sound selfish, but like, because there was one of the moments where Lucian literally hit every single attack. And it was literally just like fucking stop or stream or some shit.
So this is something I have let some people know. Don't think it. I think the only people that don't know are like in the call. So something I've been purposely doing is the idea of phasing to fights and stuff is the idea of like legendary actions and stuff. I've been purposely holding them off until like the halfway hit point threshold was hit or something. More often than not, by the time them creatures get their turn, you've hit them to the halfway. So it just looks like every time I'm like, fuck it, let's go balls to the wall, legendary action, like, no.
No, but we've just dealt so much damage to the damn thing.
Yeah.
It was like, yeah, just straight to half. And then that one time where Lumi's like, you're gonna deal with this thing easily. The entire party just struggles to take it down. The newest tower fight, where you were like, we'll have this done in like 2 sessions.
No.
No.
Like, going off your past fights, yeah, you'll have this in 2 sessions, not a problem. Fine.
No.
What the fuck happened to your rolls, guys? Come on.
Yeah.
Alden becomes the biggest field medic and just starts sprinting on the
Oh,
field
yeah.
to save
Oh, yeah.
everyone.
Oh yeah. I mean, we
Hold
even
the
had a
lead for 5
mid-combat
minutes, they're
level up for that. We even had a mid-combat level up.
Yeah, for you. I mean, it's something it was something I was wanting to do for a while, and it's something I could still probably do in the future. The idea of level ups and stuff, everything you see. Like, obviously, I'm trying to give the like feel, and you're not always like in a fight type thing. Like, the idea to me is like you're always going to or try out that new move after you've beat the person. Sometimes like that just needs to come out now. And like that, with that kind of idea in mind, that's kind of like a mid-combat level because you're better than you were before.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, no, the fact that I could get the fucking healing aura up like right away, that was fucking awesome.
Yeah. Here is a curious question. From what you remember, that's going to be tough. Campaign, one-shots included. What has been your favorite singular session? And what has been your least favorite singular session?
I don't have a least favorite session.
I have one.
Yeah, I know which one. It was the one I wasn't there when you had to deal with the barbarians.
Part 2 of the 3-part one-shot. Fucking barbarian.
That's also my least favorite.
One barbarian being horny as fuck, another one getting high, and another one swapping moods.
Yeah.
Worth it.
A guard off his guard post, and then a warforged trying to catch him. Why did you take damage? Because you landed on metal.
Go on, Chaos.
Thinking favorite episode. I have a lot. That's a problem. That's a thing. Most of the time the funny sessions, like the RP sessions, are my favorite. Another funny that I like is when we went to the mountain and Eldon was like, I don't feel comfortable here anymore at all. Or the emotional damage episodes that I was able to give a little bit.
I don't have a select favorite. I'm torn between 3. And it really reveals who my favorite one-shot character has been this whole time. It's one of the 3 sessions where I got to use a mirror. The first one where she first appeared, because that was just a whole power trip that entire session, using her. The second one, because I got to go basically use like Esper's ultimate at the time, which is the Firestorm, and then immediately go into Emir going off the walls of pure damage instead of control. Because the last session she was using control, this time she shows off her damage. And the third one was during the main campaign when it revealed part of her backstory.
I think my favorite session, again, this is kind of sound incredibly selfish, was whenever I had the inner world fight against the
Oh, I like that one too.
light and dark dragon gods.
That was great.
I was constant like I know that was supposed to be like a
Oh, it was absolutely a Bleach reference.
Yeah, it was.
There was supposed to be a Bleach reference, but all I was thinking of was Fate.
Oh, Face Day Night Ultimate Blade Works?
Yeah.
Fair.
Also, Eddie, to answer your question, that was the mini adventure. If you go on our obviously Digital Realms channel, it's like one of the first videos. It's titled "Barbarians Go Wild."
That was a fun day.
For the players, not for the DM.
Worth it.
And then the episode after that, Let the Gods Be Known. I was not standing for anyone's bullshit. This was be a 3-part one-shot.
Yeah.
Time limit. I don't fucking care. Fucking move the plot.
Yeah.
My favorite out of the three episodes of that one shot. That was my favorite one, the third one. By far, it was so good.
The third one, like obviously it advances some stuff to the point where you can, like, obviously you get Alistair's airship and stuff from. But the biggest thing it shows is the earliness and yet to be developed God of Truth.
Yes.
How he can be it. How everything does come with
Least favorite session. I mean, I don't think I have a least favorite session from the main campaign.
I'll point out while you think on that. I will point out the reason that the Barbarians Go Wild is my least favorite was just because a point was made. Funny. It got elaborated on a little bit. And I tried to move on, and it kept getting brought back to. And that happened like 3-4 times in a row.
Is that whenever Soul was in the hole?
It was Trevor in the hole.
Oh, Trevor in the hole.
It was Montgomery.
Montgomery was in the hole. That's what it was.
Yeah. That particular scene. That's the one I kept going back to. That's the only reason it's my least favorite. It's a matter of like we've moved on from it.
I remember that. But that was.
I will say this. I was a big fan of how you set up the Halloween one-shot with the Mimic House.
Oh, yeah.
But it is also my least favorite because of how I myself sort of ruined it for myself with the whole True Sight thing.
How everyone ruined it with bullshit.
Yeah.
That one shot was planned for over a year, thanks to Tom.
Yeah. I think that has to be my least favorite.
I really enjoyed that one.
My least favorite is actually the one I can't remember.
Which one would that be? Because there could be a few answers.
You know the episode where I literally took the blackout and walked away from the computer?
I don't remember the exact episode, but I know what you're on about, yes.
Yeah. I know it was like a very serious part of the campaign, and there was like multiple storylines coming up, and I just completely blacked out and walked away. That's the one I hate. I can't even go back and recap and watch it because I'm sitting there going, I don't know what episode it was.
Now, here's an interesting question for everyone. Without looking it up, how many episodes in total, one-shots included, think there's been for digital? Not allowed to go and look at the channel.
One-shots included.
I'm going to say a random number. 59.
No, there's been more than that. Including one-shots, there's more than that.
Including one-shots. Now, while they all think of an answer, for everyone watching in chat, every episode, including one-shots, apart from the singular one-shot that wasn't streamed, is up on the Digital Realms as a YouTube channel.
I think we're at 64.
59, 64.
64.
51.
64.
Lowballing that.
Yeah, what do you think? Without looking it up.
I have no clue. As you know, we did take a full month off at one stage and a couple of weeks off during Christmas over the last 2 years. 52 weeks out of a year, doing this for 2 years, plus we had an individual couple of weeks on. So I'm going to say between 70 to 80.
You all really overestimated it.
Really?
Who was the
Everyone
lowest?
down at the
Chaos?
40s.
What was Chaos? What was yours?
51, I think.
51. You were the closest.
It's lower because we are less than 50, like 44.
47.
47.
I was highballing it.
Yeah,
God damn.
47 episodes, including one shots. There's been. So if you include this one that we're streaming right now, there's 48.
Never mind. Thought we played more D&D than that.
No, I just remembered because we are like at episode, at session like 38, 37.
Oh yeah, good point. Yeah.
Yeah. So
And
obviously we do it once every 2 weeks, and then like Big R said, we have took breaks every now and then.
Yeah, and
Which,
it's every 2
considering
weeks.
we do it once every 2 weeks, and we've been doing this for 2 years, which means we should have been hitting about 52, which means that's what, 5 sessions that have been missed.
Something like that, yeah.
Well, if this is number 48, then it's only 4
4
sessions.
sessions.
4
So, 1
sessions
month.
have been missed. So a month.
Oh yeah, because there was a time that we took off for Christmas and stuff.
Yes,
Um,
and whenever Lumi went over for his first visit.
Yeah, well, not even that. Yeah, the real life Phasmo, and then the NI Open.
Yep.
Actually, that's a conversation that me and Soul had last night. Well, yesterday.
Oh yeah.
It was like, when everything's finished on Soul side, are we going to start up the real life Phasmo again? I was like, sure, we'll try that place out in England.
Which place
Or-
there's 2.
Exactly, it's either we pick the prison cell or we pick the church, or we can do another free one over here, and then we just take the wee haunted cabin down in Downpatrick and just take it down there. That. Bear in mind, we need to go and scout the place back out again to make sure it's still there.
Fluffy Paws is saying do that one.
Yeah, I know why.
I mean-
Down there.
Soul's already proven he knows how to get here now. No excuses.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know how to get
You're so welcome.
there.
Oh, by the way, Soul, one thing to do quickly discuss. As much as we spoke about it in private about the fact of I don't have to deal with your artifact deck again, you're still having to bring it next time you come over to make everyone else deal with the bullshit.
Just not us.
So I should still bring it with me then.
Still bring it with you to make everyone else deal with the bullshit, because Fridays became Magic Nights, and they actually have to do tournaments and stuff. So, like, you go to a Friday tournament where everyone brings their bullshit deck, like this guy, fucking Adam.
Yeah, what I'm talking about. What do you mean?
Every time I draw a card, I deal 1 damage to you all, and I also make a 1/1 insect that has haste. By the way, I'm going to draw my entire deck because I've got infinite mana to do so. And then I'm going to discard cards, and when I discard this certain card and it hits my trash graveyard, whatever it's called, in Magic, by any means necessary, it makes me take my entire grave and put it back to my deck. So then everything I've just drawn and milled, I will then put back in my deck to draw and mill again, to then deal more damage and make more insects.
Hey, Lumi, to that note, do you remember this card?
No.
No, it's in the artifact deck. And guess what? I've got 3 extra of them.
Soul and Chaos need to visit again. Well, Chaos is coming over in April.
Yeah,
I mean,
for my birthday.
if everything goes well, so am I.
When's your birthday?
I've been told there's a potential you. Oh, here's something funny, by the way. So I'll bring this up to the 2 of you.
20 seconds.
I'll bring it up to both Soul and Chaos, just because it's funny, because it involves you two. So the other day, we were all up at Big R's. And as we were leaving Big R's, Argo turns to me, because we're talking about you two coming over, because Big R let us know that's the potential that Soul could be coming over as well. I'm like, oh cool, that's news to me. It'd be pretty cool if he can make it. Argo then turns
He's up
to
at
me.
Matters?
Yeah, up at your house. We're leaving your house. And Argo turns to me with the full knowledge I'm about to move into my own place. but we're getting bare minimal shit. Because we don't have the money to fully get out the house. Getting bare minimal stuff, like we've got the one bed that we're taking from here. We're getting a 2-seater sofa. And like, that's it in terms of things you could sleep on. Right? Chris turns to me and goes, by the way, when Chaos and Soul next come over, you're housing them? I'm like, on fucking what? What are they sleeping on? Like, I have no problem housing them, but where do you plan to make them stay?
Underneath all this shite is a sofa bed. Even better. One more second.
He's kissing his mom.
In a bush.
Chaos wants to stay with my mom. So apparently Chaos is allowed to stay here because since Fluffy Paws is your mom, and Soul has to stay with me.
We already appear right. And so.
Yes, I do.
I just brought it on camera. What the fuck you can use? I have a sofa bed and I have a travel bed.
So since you're here, I'll ask you the question. I think everyone's still currently thinking on the harder part. Out of every individual session to your memory, what has been your favorite session? What's been your least favorite session? One-shots included. People are stuck on the least favorite one. I've already said it's the part 2 of the 3-part one-shot with the barbarian.
I already said my least favorite one.
So am I.
Yeah, the house. I've said the
the Halloween one-shot wasn't that fun.
Am I the only one I've enjoyed that one? No.
Yeah.
It could be for a particular moment from it. It could be the overallness. Anything.
I know what my favorite episode is.
Go on.
It was the episode that Chaos came in. Characters so frantic, everyone was getting beat off, and I was just like,
Oh,
Oh yeah, and Hearts just got fucking smacked.
Wow.
Remember that? That was a fun moment.
I remember that. Kellica.
Kellica's been a source of a lot of turmoil for you all.
It has.
One of my favorite moments in Kellica is when Hart tried to pick up a girl and it turned around and it was a man with a ponytail.
Was that Kellica or was that Genova?
That was Genova.
What was it?
Yeah, that was
Yeah, it
Genova.
was. That was Genova. That was in the guild.
Hey.
Now, are you on about when his powers got taken away? Are you on about when I did it for RP reasons, or because I had to honour the bet that I made with
Oh, are you gonna finally worship? You're down on one knee?
Hey, at the moment you bet away the paladin's power! We could have needed it!
Yeah, that was actually a session I wasn't too fond of.
Look, Lumi learned his lesson that day. Don't play with fire.
Because Mystic will pour gasoline in it!
He will pour gasoline on the fire.
It was probably...
Chaos was bouncing between several people. Trying to like, heal, fuck it.
I'll probably say that that's probably one of my biggest oh shit moments as a DM of like... Sitting there like, as a DM, as a streamer DM specifically, just like... yeah, sure, I'll do it for this much. You know, give me some money and stuff. Thinking they're not going to. No one would ever do that. And to see it happen, kind of go.
With the Mystic just went, hold my beer.
Yeah,
that
Mr.
boy's
Burley
gonna
just might
go.
hold my beer.
Fuck. Now I'm gonna eat my words. Shit, I've made this bet. Bollocks.
That was your oh shit moment.
Yeah. That was
That's
the
what me
moment
needs to
where...
get fucked up.
I won't lie. Like I say, as a concept, I would find a campaign interesting from the beginning where viewers via donations or sub goals had the power to interact with the story.
Yeah, but it would have to be agreed upon from the
Yeah, it'd have to
start.
be agreed upon. As a concept, it would be very interesting. Yes, Argo? You did!
He did fight, and up he did well, yeah.
For those
I
who
heard.
didn't hear,
Yeah,
he
yeah,
shouted
yeah.
through in that particular fight. He did RP very well in the fight afterwards. He did. Like, honestly,
Hey,
I think I'm pretty much sure I said the same thing last year in the 1 year anniversary. But in terms of like talking to you, say like awards, or whatever you want to call it, most player growth has to once again go to Argo.
yeah. I will say though, when the heck is the potato going to start actually smiting?
When he remembers how to smite.
To be fair, one of my favorite moments was when Argo was RPing with Elden and then just, okay, Uno reverse!
Oh yeah. Oh, yeah.
So happy to use his Christmas gift from Adam. Just like, yeah, I can RP and stuff. And like, and what about you? Fuck, there's no answer in this deck.
Yeah, and Elden was like, okay, hold my beer, you gave me information. Asks a name, calls the person, gets an answer.
Yeah, which is where we find out that Argo's dad is in hell.
Yeah.
While talking about Magic the Gathering, you missed the game that Rogue was playing yesterday. He beat everyone with the Fallout deck using Mothman as commander, giving everyone else rad counters. Yeah, I've been told about rad counters.
Yeah, but the problem is, I go up against frickin' Rogue with his frickin' Mothman, and I get rid of it too many times, and it's like, fuck.
That dino deck is good. It's a good dino deck.
I don't think I've shown you. Arcos.
Oh,
Best play month.
Scratch! Baldur's Gate!
No,
By the way, did I leave my Astarion shirts over?
essentially,
No?
we believe we actually found a few things that the two of you are left over. Like there's been some decks of cards that have been found, and like everyone's been like, this doesn't belong to us. So we're like,
Almost like the towel of mine as well.
so at which point like we've always been like, we think Soul and Chaos have left decks of cards here.
As long as you...
I leave?
Caitlin,
I'm intrigued.
It might be me, yeah.
speaking of Baldur's Gate, have you learned how to speak to animals and have you spoken to Scratch?
Yes, I have.
Okay, good.
I had to.
As long as you...
So I.
Means be at Boulder Gate Steel.
I ended up having to virtually completely wrap all after uninstalling it, then uninstalling it again.
Right.
You remembered to delete the mods
No,
from
so
the thing and click on it.
this is what happened. She uninstalled the mod manager and deleted the mods.
Wrong order.
We didn't realize she did the wrong order, so I had to step in and help. I was like, right, we have to do, I literally just went on the PC, searched anything to do with Baldur's Gate, any folder related to it, completely wiped it, shut the PC down to make it forget all the files and the memories, to then reboot the PC up, for it to then research Baldur's Gate, find nothing, reinstall the game, and then it started to work. Because it was still remembering the shadow files of the mods and stuff. It was just like, yeah, we've got to pretty much hard erase all this.
Yup.
Did. Making a difference.
I will also be finally starting to play Baldur's Gate once I get into a place of my own. I don't have to worry about electric.
Mhm.
I still need to finish Baldur's Gate.
I need to finish Baldur's Gate as well.
I need to finish Baldur's Gate in a Dark Urge run, in an Astarion run, in 4 different modded runs, and the other co-op run.
I have Nier sitting at max level, just running around doing side quests until I complete them all.
Natural max level or modded max level?
Natural max level.
Okay. Because Amir being a level 20 character will be scary.
She's already scary at her current level.
Yeah, but being a level 20 makes it even worse.
No.
Half the time her party gets in her way.
So, also on a slight subject of Magic the Gathering, for the people that are interested in this, something that Trevor discovered he could do with his deck. So a new card that came out in the Lord of the Rings, the Nuka-Cola machine. Thanks to that one card, he has an infinite mana loop.
Oh, nice.
So when you play the Nuka-Cola machine, you get a food token. And when you consume a food token, you then get a treasure token. Because it's the idea of it's an idea of a Nuka-Cola. Drink the Nuka-Cola, you get the bottle cap and Fallout, which is their money. He has another card that every time you go to make a treasure token, you make a food, treasure, and clue token.
Yeah, which when you just feed the food to the other thing and make another treasure.
Well, then it has another thing that you sacrifice an artifact to get 2 colorless mana. So you sacrifice the food token to then make a food, treasure, clue token to then keep sacrificing the food so you get infinite colorless and infinite colored from your treasures.
Yep. See where that's going.
Never make an infinite combo like that. Like, what kind of sick bastard would ever?
You have got no leg to stand on, sir.
Neither do I. I've got no legs to stand on either.
No fucking shit.
I only make infinite insects, and then I have the ability to sacrifice each one for one of any color.
On another note,
I already explained all this to Sol, the bullshit I've got to deal with before I want to play Magic. It's like, cool, I want to play with Adam, right? I've got to deal with him drawing his entire deck. Cool.
I can play one of my pre-builds.
But then it's like, oh, let's play with Matt. Cool, I've got to deal with the deck where he'll just sacrifice everything and deal damage on board for everything he's sacrificing. And then because he's sacrificing, he gets to make more tokens because he sacrificed stuff, which then means he's got more sacrifice fodder, and that's just an infinite loop. Then there was another guy that puts toxic counters on everyone and just proliferates. That was lovely. And it's just like, yay, Magic, so much fun.
I will say, poison counters, toxic counters, all that stuff, it's not something I've ever had to deal with, and it's also something in our playgroup where we're like, we're not touching this, because it's bullshit.
So, legit, against the guy that had the poison counters, my first time ever playing against them, he played a card where everyone had to sacrifice a creature, and if you sacrifice the creature, you get a poison counter. And that was kind of his way of putting a point. That was to get it started on everyone. But I didn't have a creature, so I was the only player apart from himself that ended up without a poison counter. So I was like, cool, awesome, I get away with this. But then he swings at me with one of his creatures, and then because he attacked it with this creature, I get a poison counter. Because of another card in his field, I essentially get 2 counters, and then because of his commander ability, he gets to proliferate that on me as a target player. So which means I am now at 3 where everyone else is at 1.
Yep.
I'm already a third of being dead at 1 attack.
Yep. That's why I don't like poison. Poison counters suck. And it's bullshit, because like, commander damage, you have to do over half the player's HP. Poison counters, 10 poison counters, you're out.
And the thing is, as well, with proliferate, that's so ridiculous as well, because like, I was going to get 1 counter on you, and then if I just pressed I proliferate, I up your counters, and there we go.
Yep, literally. That's why I find poison counters to be the only thing that I will never ever touch, because it is so fucking bullshit.
Are you aware of what rad counters do, Sol?
I've read a bit about them.
So essentially, players get rad counters, and then for every rad counter on them, they've got to mill that many from their deck.
Yep.
If it's a non-land, you
You
deal
get another
one.
red.
You lose a rad counter and you lose a life.
Yep.
But if you mill a land, you don't lose a counter, you don't lose a life. But Mothman gives itself +1/+1
For each rat counter.
for each non-land that was milled by the rat.
Yeah, fair.
And on top of that,
It's huge. Jesus Christ, okay.
yeah, and that Pacific commander deck, by the way, for Fallout, comes with a bunch of proliferate cards to proliferate the rad counters.
Christ. Alright, maybe. So, I guess we've talked about a bit about Digimon, the eye open and all that. Me and Big R found a fun little combo in Gallant one yesterday.
Also,
Big R knows what I'm on about.
speaking of Gallant, so this came up recently because of the BT-17 stuff that got revealed.
Yes. I've already tested it.
Oh, that's fine. I was speaking more about the fact of I find it such bullshit / favoritism.
What?
Terriermon, 1 warp
Right.
Digivolve. Securiamon, 1 warp Digivolve. Gallantmon, 3 warp Digivolve cards. You have 2 Tamers and a Digimon that does it.
Yeah. By the way, Lumi, I found a way to just, play a Guillemon and instantly just make it a Gallantmon and give Rush.
Rush and Raid.
Yes, Rush and Raid.
I'll be honest. I think Gallantmon, if you're wanting to play the new Ace,
We've already perfected it.
And I think that's where a lot of people are going to go with Gallant. The main line plays is going to be red purple all the way.
No.
If your focus is the new Ace, like burst mode, then yes, because the new burst mode trashes for every 10 in both, not for every 10 in your opponents. So at that point, if you're relying on the red purple line that are trashing cards from both players' decks, it's like, well, if I'm sitting at 20, you have to be sitting at 20. Therefore, there's 40. So therefore, I'm going to trash 4 of your security.
The deck line that I have built with Soul controls the board and controls the trash so well, you don't need the full purple line.
Nope.
You only need 4 purple cards in it, and that's it.
Yep.
Which ones?
2 Rush Guillemons from EX4 and 2 of the Black War Growlmons from EX3. Everything else just combos and balances the board that it controls it. Like, you can't do shit.
Yeah, Big R felt that firsthand.
The only way to get rid of Gallantmon on the field is literally you have to bottom deck it because you're not getting over it. You have to remove it off the board by an effect because you can't do shit with it. And if you don't do anything with it, you're fucked. Plus, it gains you memory back. Plus, it gains additional TP, keeps his fucking blitz, and keeps the rush and the raid to just get rid of anything you want. And the fact is, even on your opponent's turn with a counter phase, you can get over anything that is just either something small that is annoying for literally no cost, or get rid of a big body that you know it's going to stun and hinder your attacking ability only, to the fact that you can't do shit whenever this Gallantmon hits the field. If you don't deal with this Gallantmon on the field, you just die.
Okay, I was only slightly indulging this conversation because it's not D&D. I would love to get into it more, but...
That's fair. We can do that after stream.
Hey, you build up Gallantmon, I'm fucking finishing it.
We can talk about it after stream. Or have a game, we'll see.
So, I don't. There's not been many new developments in future campaigns to come. So I was going to say
No, we're not even done with the current one.
no. Because I mean, obviously we've got Draconia and stuff. Arcadia is honest. The Arcadia campaign is the one I'm expecting to fail.
Well, campaign 3?
Well, potential campaign 3, because Arcadia is such a different style type thing. With the inspiration from it, that it could be very easily people get bored, lack the motivation of wanting to do it. But it's one, obviously the whole idea of that campaign is like pretty much isekai'd into a place, then slowly build up a city while discovering the mystery of the island.
This is cool.
So, but I mean, like I was saying, out of all the current ones, that's the one I'm kind of maybe expecting to fail, if any. And the thing is, if I go in and it succeeds, and cool, I've exceeded expectations at that point. I wouldn't be surprised if that's the one to fail, and I wouldn't.
Lumi, you say that, but then you forget just how many things you've already done as a DM for your players. And I think by the fact of you're the DM and with everything you've already done in Lunaria, I don't think it's going to fail. Because you have wonderful ideas all the time.
You made Chaos cry, you made Kitten cry, you made me drop my ice cream, you bastard.
To be fair, making me cry in a D&D campaign is not that hard.
But the fact that Kitten goes to a different D&D campaign, I'm going to give you trauma. Still not as bad as Lumi's.
Oh no, yeah, that was, yeah. The DM tried so hard to give me emotional damage, and I just looked at him and were like, that's child's play. And he got so pissed about that fact.
Try again when you're on my DM's level.
What classes has everyone played now in both the main campaign and the one-shots?
What classes?
Yeah. Right, who here has played a barbarian? I have.
I have.
Who here has played a bard?
Me.
Not yet.
I have.
So
This is an unfair question. I think I've played all of them at this point.
Mhm.
I haven't played a ranger. Aha. I don't want to either.
Play a ranger.
But,
so
I actually kind of want to play Ranger at some point.
something I'm actually going to throw out there real quick. I want to put it in the maps channel because it's technically related to it. So obviously people know that I've been working on stuff for the in-person D&D stuff,
Yeah.
which just it's still within this world where Lunaria and that is, but obviously trying to develop a region that has got no plans yet for you guys, so that way I don't have to worry about anything story-wise interacting type things, stuff like that, which obviously means down the line there's potential for you guys going to this region once the in-person one's kind of done, or if the in-person one flops, it's another map for another campaign type thing. This is the base foundation of the map, so I've yet to build cities and stuff in it, but
Map.
Nice. Louisville. Nice place.
at Louvel.
It, nice.
Nice. Looks like a flat Pokeball.
I know the inspiration of the design, to be honest. No,
It does.
that's another region that's in development in my head. The idea of the region, first ever sessions and stuff, will hopefully be the in-person one. It comes down to how fast these stuff sorted, and if I can get all the players organized. But the idea of it's two separate empires at war. This is the one that I've spoke to you about, Adam.
Okay.
And essentially, there's 4 gates that are going to tie into the plot. So, like the Chinese mythical legend of the 4 deities that guard the gates and stuff: the dragon, the turtle, tiger.
Oh yeah, I remember you mentioning this.
As well as avatars of elements bound to this world and stuff. But then, depending on what characters make and stuff, so like, say if a player makes a character from Empire A, while they're in Empire B, they've got to be careful. The empires are at war with one another.
Ah, yes, I made a character for this one, I think.
I thought you made a character for it, and I've yet to finish developing the map.
Well, I mean, Adam's made a character for every single campaign you've got planned, Lumi.
True. You have one ready for Arcadia?
Oh, actually, I'm trying to think. I think it was Kodaki, actually, it was for.
No, Kodaki is the name
Kodaki is
of the
the
world.
world.
Oh, okay.
So, Lunaria exists inside Kodakia.
Yeah.
But then there's Arcadia, which is the Isekai one. There's Draconia, which is the guaranteed campaign 2. There's the Returning to Lunaria that I can't quite plan out yet.
Do we succeed, or do we fail?
Okay, Lumi, in the campaigns we have, you got me to join a campaign called the World of Kodakia so that you could do stuff?
Yes, so that's the world as a whole.
Okay.
That's where eventually, when I sit down with players and stuff, I'll be inviting them into to actually make their characters.
Ah, okay. Yeah, if you look, there's already a character in there.
You expect anything different?
I mean, first of all, you had to put a character in there. I asked you to put. But I didn't know if that was going to be your in-person character.
Yeah. See, originally I threw a character, just any old character in there just so you had it, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna make a specific character for this.
See, I did not realize you had done that. I just thought it was the same old any character. Okay. By the way, because one big thing that has changed since the 1-year anniversary to this one. Are we all liking the D&D Beyond combat maps?
Oh, it's great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
It's a lot better than.
it functions great compared to Roll20, yeah. Because you don't have to send rolls outside the website. It's great. It doesn't like have issues sending them through, which is really nice.
Yeah, we don't have to alt tab or anything. It's literally we can have our sheet right there.
I'll just cover it in the one site.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So being able to honor the fact of notes and stuff to be looked at.
It's great.
Yeah, because again, it's just the premise of we won't look unless we're supposed to look.
Fix the amount of characters. I've just realised that's still in this campaign.
Yeah, I removed mine.
Are you on about Lunaria, like all the one-shot characters?
Yeah.
That's a bunch in there.
Yeah, there is.
There's a lot of characters.
Yes.
Well, I've just finished deactivating the last one, for instance.
Nice.
Any more questions from chat about it? Fuck me, we've been live for 2 hours.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Also, at some point, I've been dropping frames.
Lovely.
Is Caitlin watching porn again?
God damn it.
Why was that your first thought?
I can't
They're
wait to be in a
gonna
place of my own and have internet all to myself.
Understandable. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if the potato's playing something. He should be home by now, yeah?
He is.
He's
is
home.
home.
Oh, yeah, no, he is. He was on stream earlier, right?
No. I mean, the only reason I could be having internet problems and stuff is because obviously I'm doing.
Yeah.
It's currently odd. But then the other thing is where my setup is. We've been having leak the house from where the water leaks is directly above my setup. Directly onto the plug socket.
Oh no!
Shit!
So there could have been some damage done in the background that's affecting.
That's not good.
This is why I've not been streaming a lot while I've been here. And I've been respecting the fact that I got kids and stuff. As well as the fact of, honestly, I've been not getting great connection while being here.
Yeah, that'll definitely be something to get dealt with as soon as you guys get to your own place.
Well, we have the internet people day that we move.
Nice.
The box, like the internet box where I got a text today, literally arrives on Monday. It's either Monday or Tuesday. By them, but on the Tuesday we get the keys. The Wednesday we move.
Awesome.
Awesome.
Internet will already be up and running and stuff.
That's good.
Paying like £32 a month or 300 down, 50 up.
Nice. Chat seems rather quiet.
It
Just
is.
me.
Oh, it is. I like a few people hanging out.
That's true.
Okay, a question
see.
for chat. What are your favorite episodes?
Love how, as you asked that, we hit it.
Isn't that bloody brilliant?
Alright. See, I've got to love Twitch chat sometimes for like various reasons. Them reasons being, I go to Twitch. There's 5 viewers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 12, 13, 14, 15. 16. Where if I look at my bot, onto the bot, that from legitimate looking names, I have 17 viewers.
Thanks, Twitch.
I don't know what to believe.
1. I can count to 1. 2. I can count to 2. Gets a 5. 5. I can't count no more.
I've already hinted at that with the talking about the tap dancing dragon.
Fair.
Chat. What is the favorite player character?
Is this just main campaign or campaign and
Just main campaign. Sad. Make a poll with 5 answers.
Damn. Why are you only allowed to poll with 5 answers though?
Welcome to Twitch.
Like I said, 5. I can't count no more.
Oh, I can do. Let's do a slash poll. Anyone know how to spell the word favorite?
I believe it's spelled like that, and I just put it into the Discord text chat.
Good question.
Okay. The way I spelled it is the UK way to spell it. There is no other way to spell it.
Hey,
Well, we could discuss, because if I put the German words in, I have 2 different words. The female and the male variation.
Yeah, no, you can spell it in other languages, but in English, fuck the Americans and them dropping their fucking the useless
Okay.
letters because it's.
So I love Adam's character for making tap dance. It's between Big R and Trevor's character.
Which ones?
well, we're talking about main campaign, so it must be smaller in heart.
I'll have to put up a poll that's gonna last. Let's be. I'm gonna go out and check it out while I get. Last one. Okay, poll's gonna go for 5 minutes, and the poll is for you to vote. Who's your favorite original player? Original film?
Yeah, there.
Ooh.
No!
OG character.
You dick.
Hey, I'm only allowed 5. We start with 5. That makes it a perfect question. It's
Have you still not sorted the freaking computers upstairs?
guarantee they're joining us.
Man, this probably doesn't seem like either one is joining us. I would imagine that Potato's too tired.
Hey, someone voted for me. Are we supposed to be voting on this shit too?
And if you want,
Yeah, I don't want to.
just don't vote on yourself,
Ah!
which makes it very easy for chaos.
Yeah, his character's not on there. I think I will abstain from voting,
Don't worry, because
as
the
I am
next
part of the original 5.
the next vote is going to be who's your favorite character.
This is how we know we all die.
No, don't worry. I'm not playing my psychopathic character, don't worry.
Is this where I go which one of them?
Pokemon.
Fair. I
The audience is not psychopathic.
No, I know.
But I mean Pokemon, okay?
Yeah, I figured.
Because at that point, that's how it's going.
Oh yeah.
I'm allowed to kill a player character.
Have a best friend?
Oh, the best friend of my best friend.
Fair.
So the best friend cannot be anymore because I'm the only best friend. Yeah, it's gonna be great. Pokemon move training, kiss, living power bank. A lot of feels that she will not use on anyone else.
It reminds me of Poison Ivy.
Oh yeah.
Here's something I found. So, used to remember Scott, don't you?
Yes.
Yes.
So, currently in the process of trying to set up a Pokemon D&D session.
Cool.
Okay.
We've all been split into our various groups that we're going to be playing with and stuff. And someone from another group, I found out, because we all also had to pick what Pokemon we're starting with. It could be any Pokemon as long as it could evolve. I found out
There's a whole Pokemon module.
Yep, I found out someone in one of the other groups is starting with the exact same Pokemon I am.
Which Mon?
Thanks.
Very cool Pokemon.
I'm gonna run a campaign as well. I'm using the Pokemon module and the Pokédex 5e.
There's a
Because
Pokédex 5e.
Yeah, because Pokédex 5e has the Pokemons till 7th edition. And all the moves, beginning moves, 5th level moves, 10th level moves.
Oh, cool.
Even egg moves, it gives you ability scores, hit points, abilities.
Oh, that's awesome. You're gonna have to show me that at some point. I want to see that.
Gotta head off now, Amy. Gotta get up early for work. No
What'd you
problem,
say?
Eddie. Catch you later.
Hey, Eddie.
Oh, yeah, I'm also joining. You're right, but yeah.
Yeah, you're joining. Don't worry about that then.
I mean, one of the things I do want to try and get set up at some point is just going to be so hard. I want to get a Digimon-based D&D going.
I think I'll... Depending on if you're going to be doing that online or in person, I would love to join.
See you later, Eddie.
Bye.
I've yet to decide if it's going to be...
So what is over?
Is the winner of our OG characters.
There was only one person actually voted.
Probably Eddie.
Yes!
Yeah.
Well, I think at this point, we've kind of discussed everything we can do.
There.
Unless there's any more questions or anything you guys want to talk about, like, to the top of your head real quick.
Who do you believe, out of the main characters in the main campaign, is the most chaotic?
Most chaotic?
Yep.
We're about combat, RP, or overall?
Overall. I vote smaller.
I was about to say smaller.
Wait, what?
Yeah, I think we're going to have to say smaller.
Who do you think is the most chaotic?
Not chaotic. I'm stupid. There's a difference.
No, there's something called chaotic stupid.
There it is.
I was about to say, you say there's a difference, but stupidity ends up leading to chaotic.
Not yet.
Okay,
Blown up
who do you
town.
What?
Technicality, I did not. My character did not blow up that town. Just nobody told me.
Tunnel.
No,
Yeah,
but my
tunnel.
reason for why smaller is the most chaotic Well, the most likely out of everyone to go. Fuck it, let's do it.
We both.
True, he is.
Yes.
And who do you think is the most lawful out of them all? For this, I vote Soul. I think his sense of justice sort of keeps him in a very lawful path. Like, Bartholomew likes to obey the law and sort of use it to the letter, but he can also abuse it, similar to how Batman can sort of do that.
Or a better way of saying it, due to what Lucian's like, I do agree with you, but for a better way of saying it, he has the biggest moral compass.
Yeah.
Yeah, he does. I can agree with that.
What do you two think?
Yeah, Lucian is the most lawful.
There's children
And I
running about
already
out
told
there.
him that he is a paladin without being a paladin.
Hey, we've talked about this.
Multiple times.
I do find it funny how the fighter is more lawful than the literal lawman and the paladin.
Yep. What can I say? I based Lucian off of like the adventure book definition of like a hero with a good moral compass.
Yeah.
I think if you were to pick someone, if there was to be a character death at any point, whose character do you think would be the first?
Mine.
No, Elden would not let that go. That's
I
the thing.
mean,
I'm not saying like it's like they're not revivified or anything. Like died and revivified would count. Like they still died first.
Hard. There's no reason his low hit points.
He does have.
honestly, I could actually see it being Lucian, even with the shenanigans he's got, because he's always on the front lines, right up in their face. Or if Lumi at some point decides, you know what, fuck it, target the healer, Elden.
Oh yeah, at the moment they decide to go for the healer, Elden is down.
It depends who we're fighting.
What did you say, Adam?
I said it depends who we're fighting. If we're fighting Amir and she knows what Bartholomew can do, I think I'm gonna die first.
I just mean overall, not a specific fight.
Don't know.
Because like under that logic, you would say, well, if we're fighting the Omega, it could be Smaller that dies first because he's gonna charge right in.
No, that's fair.
Don't worry about it.
We always worry.
I know.
I say hearts alone because of the low hit points.
No hit point. Yeah, probably hard, yeah.
If not hard, I would say Elden,
If
because
you're,
she's the two healers.
if you're gonna go off history, it's hard because he's went down more than anyone.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's went down more than anyone else
I
in the
would
entire group.
I would say it would be likely either Hart or myself, but I would go with Hart more. Because Bartholomew doesn't have a lot to protect him, but he does have evasion.
Yeah.
Hart, does he have evasion? Do Bart
No.
get that?
No. No, they do not.
And even then, he's investing more into Druid now than Bard.
Yeah. So yeah, he really doesn't have a lot of protection there.
No.
His biggest thing is Wildfire Spirit.
And that's fire.
Yeah. Only fire. Which
And
was, don't get me wrong, great when we were fighting a big fucking fire dragon. But that's about it.
To be fair, we're fighting a lot of fire enemies.
Worth it.
We fought a water dragon. We fought a fire dragon. We fought Have we fought a dragon that doesn't spew fire other than the water dragon? Don't think so.
No.
Undead dragons?
The undead
You
dragon
say you
that is
fought
where
undead
Ellie
dragons?
got a lot of her
Where-
armor destroyed.
Fair, yeah, the undead dragons do what, necrotic?
It was like
Yeah.
necrotic acid and stuff because
Yeah.
what was it? Elden had to do a DC and failed, which means her armor permanently lost AC.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah, I remember that.
You had to get like new armor or get it fixed or something.
I got new
Yeah,
armor. That's
I
better armor.
remember that. I remember that.
Then was the dragon that you all fought up at the north with the dwarfs? Was that fire?
Don't
No, I-
remember if the first tower also had a dragon spewing fire. I don't think so.
It did not have a dragon at all.
Oh, no, it did. I'm pretty sure.
It's
That was was it the white dragon or a big?
Was it a
was it
cold?
ice? Ice or lightning?
No, it wasn't lightning. Pretty sure it wasn't lightning. Could have been cold.
I don't remember.
Neither do I.
I just don't remember. Oh, excuse me.
Well, I mean, if anything, Lumi, don't you have it written down in your notes which generals have been defeated?
Yeah, I do. I'm just bringing up those notes up now.
Every homebrew did. What's your sauce? My sauce is I made it the fuck up.
Yeah.
One moment, screen sharing, people. I have to take this.
What tower did we go to that didn't have a dragon?
It was ice.
We had it. It was ice.
Yeah, it was
Nice.
ice.
Cool.
They all have dragons.
Yeah, they all have dragons. I thought of another question, but now I can't remember what it is.
The second one we went to, we fought against Malkav, the evil guy, but then he turned into a dragon.
Okay.
So you fought an ice dragon up at the dwarves.
Yes. Louis,
Yes.
not to be dick. As a DM, who do you think would be the most likely character to die?
Oh, heart.
So we all agree it's hard. Oh, cool.
Heart,
not the first part.
honestly, I'd go one of two ways. It would either be heart if I'm saying players. If I want to go on a technicality, Lilu.
Oh yeah, no, Lilu's been down a lot.
Not only has Lilu been down a lot, but in comparison to you lot as players, Lilu's AC and hit points are tied to every level that Kitten takes in Dragon Knight, which means for every level she takes in Wizard, she's taking away stats from Lilu.
Oh.
Yeah, I can tell you, that would be a heart wrench and a half having Lilu die in the middle of a session.
Yeah, Lilu is at her strongest if you purely stick to Dragon Knight.
Yeah. Which we all know Kitten's not sticking to Dragon Knight. Kitten's very much focusing on Wizard at the moment.
I think she's starting to go more back in. She's going back into Dragon Knight now. But I think she wants to get high enough in Wizard to use the scrolls that I've already given her.
Fair. What else?
Well,
Another moment I just thought of is the first time we all met Zorus. But not as a friendly face, as an enemy in the Thieves one-shot.
in the one
I
that wasn't
remember
streamed.
that. Yeah, and the one that wasn't streamed. Where we all just started being like, oh shit, that's a thunderstorm coming our way.
Yeah, so
Let's run
currently, right now, Safrina has invested 2 levels into Wizard. 2 levels taken away.
Yeah, and it's like a fixed amount of levels you have to take in Dragonite for Lilo to get upgraded.
Yes. So... got it all written down here in sheets and stuff. So, Lilu's next growth is at the 11th level of Dragonite, which means if she stayed pure Dragonite up to this point, your next level up, Lilu would become a large creature. To be fair, she can take 1 more level in Wizard if she invests the rest of them in Dragonite, and we make it all the way to 20. She'll have Lilu at the strongest she can be. Lilu becomes the strongest at level 17.
Yeah.
That's the final growth she gets.
Here's a question for the DM.
Big Dragon.
You said it before that there was parts that we've kind of missed in the journey round that you had in your head that we've missed levels, like leveling up.
Oh, I've made
Have you
upgrade
got-
points.
Yeah. Is there more coming in the future for us to get those levels?
Yeah, so there's actually, to be bluntly honest, there is one part. There's so many events to happen and collide into one that you could start these events at one level, and by the time you finish the chain reaction of events, because of the stuff that's dealt with along the way, 3, 4, maybe even 5 levels.
You couldn't have said that when Soul was drinking his water, so he had to spit it out. Yep.
Well, because you see, Louie's a good DM.
No, but he makes me drop my ice cream. No.
But no, yeah, so like, there's still points to come up to make up for things. Obviously,
We still have to
I'm
visit
trying to get
Master,
used
right?
as high as possible.
Yeah.
While
gonna need it.
it's still making sense. Because obviously how we do the levels is milestones, which means in my head, certain big plot points or events have to be cleared in order for it. Not all of it is combat-based type thing. But because obviously some of the obvious stuff where like a level up will occur is like the final stage being completed of like a person's character arc. There is like, off the top of my head, 3 or 4 character arcs that are going to resolve in a singular city.
Damn.
You know, I'm pretty sure we've already resolved everything surrounding Lucian.
At this point, off the top of my head, Lucian's done.
Yeah. Small arch yet to be resolved because there's the Omega.
Kitten, I believe. Kitten's, honestly, I will say, when it comes to making story stuff, like for characters, Kitten has been the hardest. Dealing with Heart. Yeah. So, quickly bounce back to Kitten. Right now, in my current state of mind, Kitten is done. Even though she's had practically nothing, because she is that hard. I'm constantly trying to think of things to help push her character in various ways. And they could be moments that have yet to show themselves to me via RP things, like that you all do in future sessions. So it's like, I can grab to that and make something from that. I think in the terms of, I'm just trying to think of the group as a whole here now. Who are we missing? So we're missing Argo, we're missing Caitlin, we're only missing 3, and Trevor.
Eldon?
Bartholomew? Eldon?
No, I mean in terms of people not currently in the call, so I can visualize in my head.
Oh.
Fair.
So Lucian's done, Kitten's done. Argo's still to work on, so's Caitlin. Art we're currently doing. So yeah, I think at this point in time, only 2 people are definite done, and 1 is potentially more to come, just because I do want to develop that. I want to try and figure out how to develop the story a bit further. At this point in time, like, being open and honest, like, I am happy with Lucian's story right now. Like, if I couldn't add on to it anymore, I am happy with the story that's been developed for it. But once again, it'd be one of those things where in the future something could happen, or
something could happen.
Something, a moment could get spoken about. I mean, technically, actually, I want to say Lucian's actually not done, because obviously there's actually still one thing unresolved for Lucian. And it's more of a mystery than a story arc development.
Yeah, fair. I'm intrigued.
You already know it. It's Soros.
Yeah, because we don't know Soros. Like, where did Soros go after it? Like, he disappeared from the necklace. From what I know.
Yeah. So, like, there's that. I would say that's the only mystery left for Lucian. Other than that, though, like, say, Small R's got the Omega. Then Chaos is got to find the other person of their race. Bartholomew, obviously you've got Isaac to deal with. Promise to keep. Well, the decision to give the truth, as well as potentially hunting down ladyship. I don't know if that intrigues Bartholomew, but hunting down her ladyship will maybe also lead into down the other person of the Thieves Guild that you managed to miss. And there is Argo that obviously has got to deal with her ladyship. And there is
He's got Mother to solve. The whole thing with the mother getting kidnapped, find out where she went.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. That's what Caitlin has to deal with. Obviously Hart's dealing with his stuff right now. So like,
yep, we're in the middle of that.
So like, this is kind of like the, honestly, with the story I have for Hart, this is the final arc for him. Which I will say, I'm quite proud of the story I've given Hart with the very little backstory I was given.
Yeah, it's been one of the best characters in terms of development, with how little he's given you to work with.
So give me your backstory. I want to make music. Originally, like, Hart's original design, when Trevor came to me with him, he was very the comic relief character. Like, that was Hart's entire, purpose. Where, like, you'd all be in a town trying to pick up a quest or something, and, like, you've all come out from the inn from the night and stuff, like, where's Hart? And next thing you know, he's running down the street with, like, a towel around him, running away from the husband of the wife he's just slept with, or tried to, like, that type of stuff. Like, that was Hart's entire goal at the beginning. He was going to be the comic relief character of the group, and it changed so much more. It changed very quickly when the group didn't allow him to be comic relief.
The rope.
There was the fact that, yes, he wanted to be the comic relief, so we made him the comic relief by sticking a mithril rope around him. There's a difference of not being alert to be comical and then being used as a comic prop.
Then eventually going down the line of all the emotional damage Hart took. Hart was one of the first ones to take it on early on.
Geralt. Freaking the second time in Killica when Geralt was in the woods. No, that was the first time we came to Killica.
First time you were in Killica, Geralt was in the woods and he was transformed.
Yeah.
Second time you were at Killica.
That was when we had to deal with the one-shot character.
I remember correctly, you got given the dagger that? No. During the second time, you got that the first time. During the second time in Killica is when Geralt opened up about his mother.
Yes. Yes, and he dealt with, like, an old wolf in the woods.
Yeah.
I actually still remember when we first started this campaign, because I was also playing in Scott's campaign. So I had to play Bartholomew, who's a very straight-laced, quite lawful character.
Yeah.
Very much not a comic character. While at the same time playing Captain Morgan in Scott's campaign, who is just utter fucking chaos. And I thought I was going to end up with a personality disorder at the end of it, because holy shit.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm still waiting for, like, Scott's next session. Because, by the way, we haven't had a session since you two are over still.
Wait, what?
Yeah, we haven't had another session yet.
What? That was November!
I know.
I've already thought of 3 new characters for that campaign.
Oh, I've already came up with my next character in Scott campaign. I've already came up with his desire. Like, his goal. I don't know what I'm playing yet. It's probably just gonna be a bog standard fighter. But like if this current character I'm on dies in Scott's campaign, the next character I bring in, his entire goal is going to be finding the deck of many things to bring magic back.
Nice.
Yeah, I've come up with 2 characters, both of which do not have a class.
Yeah. Right, Scott's world doesn't have any magic. I forgot.
Oh, but it's got gods and stuff in that. The only way to kind of really access magic.
Yeah. Which is also just like wild in terms of D&D. No magic.
Yeah. See,
I would love to sit and actually just watch a Scott campaign.
It's crazy. It's mental.
It is. I remember that one session we joined.
you can come up with the basic character concept, no class, no nothing, and it'll work. In fact, actually, if you go too much into it and try and build too much of a concept, it's less likely to work. Because it's that fucking crazy.
The biggest resource of value inside Scott's campaign is fate points.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And
sorry for changing the character.
I think it was like everyone that spent their fate points that session.
So everyone that was new to that session.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
spent their fate point.
Are you aware of the fate point system that Scott has, Bigar?
Nope.
So essentially, when you make a character, you get given a fate point. And you only ever get one fate point during your character's entire existence. So if you spend it day one and that's it, the rest of that character's existence, you don't have a fate point. If that character dies with a fate point, your next character still only has one fate point. You don't carry them over.
Okay.
You can use a fate point to rewrite history in any way. Your attack missed, rewrite it to hit. Explain how it hits. Someone failed a check and makes them fall off a cliff. You can rewrite that so they succeeded on the check and didn't fall off the cliff. You got killing blowed, you can rewrite fate so you didn't get killing blowed. You only got critically injured.
Yeah.
Or even if you want to, you can rewrite to the point where they missed the attack. This is probably the most valuable resource in all of Scott's campaign. Myself, Trevor, Argo, Chaos, and Saul were new to the session, so we all got a fate point given to us.
Caitlin as well.
Yeah, Caitlin as well. By the end of that session, all of us have spent our fate points.
I'm still sorry that because of me, Caitlin had to use hers.
I used mine on Caitlin.
Oh yeah, you had to. She used it earlier.
Yep, so we're all just trying to keep each other alive.
So what you're
I
telling
will
me
say though, that fight was very steward.
what you're telling me is Scott's campaigns are that aggressive.
They're brutal.
Yeah, they're brutal.
Yeah, they
Yes.
Extremely fucking brutal.
You also have blessings from God, which, you know, they have their standard sort of abilities, but then, you know, if you can explain how it works, they can do other things. So, like, my character was blessed by wind, so the standard for that is, you know, I can make a gust of wind. But my character's also a rogue, so I have ball bearings, where I threw them over a chasm and used the power of wind to shove them down like a giant shotgun.
Okay.
Or in the way you're Kenku, and I'm gonna copy this here Banshee Scream and just have it manifest over here.
That was.
It was.
But during the end of it, because myself, Trevor, and Caitlin, our three characters were siblings. And it's up to Scott as the DM to decide how much of a connection and faithful you've been to your gods to determine what level you are with them. And the highest being level 3. Now, the argument that we made for our god was the fact of we were orphans dropped off at a church, and this church was dedicated to said god. So we grew up worshipping this god, hence why we'd have a very strong connection to them. And that was the god of wind. Specifically, let me bring it up to what the level 3 is. Here we go. The goddess of wind and storms. The level 3 is create a small hurricane around 6 square spaces, throwing all others in a vertical backwards 6 spaces, once per long rest. I argued with Scott. I was like, a storm has got thunder and lightning in it. It's not just wind. That's what you call a twister or a hurricane. Yeah, it's not a storm. And I argued about the fact of this goddess had no abilities that related to a storm whatsoever. He's like, right, then describe it to me in a way that'll work, and we'll see what happens. Now, in Scott's campaign, any pure magical creature cannot exist because magic's not in the world, so they've all had to crossbreed. So we were all half human, half dragons. Specifically, blue dragons. Which is known for lightning. So I made the argument, well, since we're blue dragons, and this is maybe a goddess of storm, I wish to use the level 3 mark to create a storm. Twisters, thunder and lightning, everything on top of this boss. I even made a little saying about it and stuff, and at which point Trevor's like, I'm getting in on this as well, I'm helping. Caitlin's like, I am as well. So then Scott is then like makes all 3 of us roll and stuff to determine how much damage we've dealt to this fucking thing, and we murdered it.
Yeah, it was such a cool moment.
It was.
My character was dead at that point, I think.
You got stepped on an elephant.
You were barely hanging on for life.
Yeah, we all survived. God damn. That was how we found out just how brutal Scott's sessions are.
Oh yeah. Scott goes into a lot. Like I say, we haven't had a session since November, and he's trying to get this Pokemon one sorted. Which the fun thing about the Pokemon one is we're divided into like 3 separate groups, and by the end of the Pokemon one, all 3 groups will come together, and I believe have to battle each other.
Oh lord. That'll be something.
We are also capped of 3 Pokemon each. Just to save on sheets and stuff, so there's not too much to manage.
That's good.
See, Pokemon D&D sounds like something that's very interesting, both to myself and I think Eerie would actually like to try it as well. But I know after our last D&D session with the last episode of the One Shot, Eerie seeing how we actually play online with like D&D Beyond and everything else. I think he actually likes that to the point where he would like to give it a try in the future for a campaign.
I mean, that's obviously I've always said people more than welcome. I just need to make sure that I can figure for people, as well as like people that are a bit on the edge and stuff. Have to do a one shot with them first because I don't want to be like, okay, so you're green for this campaign. Okay, I'm going to develop all this story for your character, and after 2 sessions, being like, I don't like this. Like,
yeah. Like, Eddie wouldn't mind trying a one-shot.
I'm sure we can come up with something. I'll figure something out for him to join in stuff and try.
Yeah.
Either that or anyone else could develop one-shots and stuff like that. Welcome to. Didn't you have a one-shot idea at one point for my world, Adam?
What? Probably. I can't remember now.
Speaking of
I did. Yes, I did. And you've already revealed that there were. Yeah, the God of Truth has already revealed there were other gods that have now been sealed away. Yeah, the one-shot idea was in that time before they got sealed.
Yes, because it was me. That's why I remember that from. Yes, guys. One shot.
Speaking of one-shots, I've finally tried to run my own one-shot.
Oh, well, and how did that go?
That's a good answer right there.
I'm playing a wizard. We have I think she's a rogue.
Yes.
And a gambler, so a fighter.
Yeah.
We have no healing.
So yeah, I threw them into the murder mystery one-shot. I think it's been going pretty well so far.
It is.
So, I've run into the group dilemma that I did at the beginning of all this.
Hey, no one can use healing spells of the group. At least you had someone with healing spells.
Only because I told them we didn't have a healer.
Everyone made characters on their own, and then we came together. It was like, oh, we have no healer. That's why my character will go into Artifice and takes the healing spells.
We'll figure it out.
Hey, we already said for reasons my character goes into Artificer.
Yeah, we figure that out.
Yeah, this is one of the other things that's going to be so hard for me. Like, this is one of the other things that's taken, like, the in-person campaign stuff is taking a small, slow backseat for me. Just because, like, I'm aware in the future that Trevor wants to get a campaign up and going, and I want to be a player in that, so I want to make sure I don't collide with his time so I can actually play in it. Then Dragon Scale wants to get D&D stuff set up, so I want to make sure that gets going and stuff to help out, so I don't want to collide with that. I'm kind of waiting for these two things before I fully further invest into the in-person stuff to actually get like dates and times, because I don't want to set a date and time now and be like, oh, this collides with something I kind of want to do.
Yeah, understandable.
2.9% of my frames have been...
Oh. Maybe next thing that I'm also going to be doing, now that I've run like my own little one-shot thing, now I'm also going to be creating my own subclass, so that's going to be fun.
At some point, I also need to talk with Trevor, because there's a subclass.
I made so many subclasses for one campaign. that will never see the light of day again outside of the campaign. Yeah, the Oath of Eons,
Yeah.
the Cleric of Heresy,
Yeah.
Eon, Eos Tear, Scorn's
Yeah.
Bow,
Yeah.
and so much homebrew. So much good
Yeah.
homebrew. We'll never see the light of day again.
To be
I
fair,
know.
the amount of homebrew stuff that I find just from TikTok and stuff. So, like, this cool looking thing to be developed.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Also, this is a creature.
Ooh.
The Eldritch
Eldritch Moth. Cool.
Not too shabby.
And we're now reaching the 3-hour mark.
I am honestly
Already?
surprised this went up.
Yeah. Oh, fuck. There was a character I wanted to build for one of the one-shots. But I know I needed to sit down and talk to Soul about it and get it organized. And it's actually a character me and Soul were talking about before the original campaign started.
Remind me, please.
Raccoon.
Ah! Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
The
that.
fucking thing I found online.
Yeah.
The raccoon rice is cute.
Yeah.
Oh no, this thing was OP the fuck.
Fucking
what the-
raccoony corn. I remember now.
Yeah. Oh, I so wanted to try it out and all too.
I mean,
Yeah,
I can create the race. That's not a problem.
I know. It's just because you're so close or so early into D&D myself, I didn't have confidence to actually portray the character or understand anything about it. But like
I mean-
in the last couple of years,
I can homebrew the race if you want. I'll just have to sit down and do that.
yeah. Now that I've got that extra space, now that we got rid of the Dragonkin from the one shot. But no, back then it was like I really wanted to try it out. That's why we went for the cursed lichen
Yeah.
instead, because it was a more broken down, easier thing to think of.
But even then, you're still learning about stuff with every session almost.
I don't give a shit. It's fucking learning. But and I have a bit more
Has a lot of abilities.
yeah,
And
But
you've got more to discover.
much more. But I've got that confidence now in myself going, you know what, I want to try something more confusing and dangerous and will make people go, what the fuck? Okay.
Yeah, speaking of future for characters, there's still levels to be attained where we'll all get new abilities. Lucian, for one, still has a couple of abilities that are going to be fun to play around with later.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, everyone's got some interesting abilities to come up and stuff, especially some of the homework.
Yup, exactly.
Oh,
I mean,
actually,
but the Potato's still got extra stuff coming up, yeah?
so something else I found, which I was very tempted, depending on the way Argo's character goes, I found something I wanted to develop for him. So again, this is thanks to TikTok I found this.
Ah! Oh, cool!
A
send
Paladin
that
Dragon
to me,
Knight
Lemon?
subclass.
Could you send that to me, Lemmy? Because that looks cool.
I don't have you on TikTok.
Send it on Discord, just copy the TikTok link. You've got
Well,
Discord on your phone, yeah?
Just do it to me.
Yeah. I don't have you on TikTok.
I know. Well, you all send them over to me through like WhatsApp and Discord.
Yeah, that's
Right.
what I usually do. I like, let me just go find you on second TikTok. Because I think I found you, but you didn't follow me back.
Potentially.
What's everyone's,
I
what's
don't
everyone's
have
favorite
TikTok.
class?
What was that?
What is everyone's favorite class?
Favorite class?
Yeah.
Base or homebrew?
Base class. Like, you can have your own homebrew subclass, but the actual base classes themselves.
Yeah, quite like the druid that we went and played in the last one shot.
In terms of just pure base class, I think for me it's going to have to be monk. I had a lot of fun with monk.
What about you, Lumi?
So, I haven't got a chance to play around with a lot of them. I'm stuck as the forever DM.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
you put
you
yourself
need
in
to
that
go
state.
follow me.
But classes that all my interest. Fighter, basicness of it, especially if I was to do something about like the access to magic as well as fighting stuff. One of the things that, yes, you could play a paladin that probably does it better, but there are certain things in fighter that's kind of cool, like samurai, echo knights, psych knights, eldritch knight if you want to go proper basic, and if you want it to be all sorts and stuff, it's just you got your champion and that. Magic wise, for a magic based class, wizard, probably, just because of the versatility of them compared to a sorcerer. Then one I can imagine I would have a lot of fun playing with a lot of out of the box thinking about stuff. Artificer.
Okay. My favorite has to be Warlock. It's so fucking versatile as a class. It can multi-class with just about anything if I needed to. It is just, but it's so good on its own as well.
I get the feeling you're thinking. I get the feeling that would also be because of Emir.
Well,
I've played a few characters now that have Warlock in it, and it's always a Warlock save. It just makes it so much better. It's Warlock.
just to point out
I
that
mean, Warlock is a really strong class.
with just with those three classes I mentioned, by the way, there's only ever two other classes that draw my attention at all, and that is sorcerer and monk.
Out of classes that I would play, fighter, because I already played one. Paladin, cleric, and monk. Those are the ones that like speak to me.
What about you, Big R? What's your favorite?
I didn't mind. Was it whenever we played what druid in the one
yeah, you
shot
said
there?
druid, yeah.
Just the fact that I conjured a fae of a wheel and just like plopped it in.
Now, to flip the question, least favorite class,
Least favorite.
or the one you see yourself playing the least?
Paladin.
Probably druid, honestly.
See, I really like paladins actually.
Yeah, paladin's cool.
Yeah, I've never been a massive fan of ranger because it's like. I have to say ranger's probably my least favorite because rangers, they have abilities, but you can take certain abilities from them, and other classes do them better. They might not do everything at once.
I
But
know
what
that
they
is a
do
big
is
problem
so
in
much
D&D
more
for
powerful.
rangers.
Yeah.
Like the beast tamer ranger, the one that uses animals, is just so crap. It is the worst in the game because it's just terrible. There are good ranger subclasses like Gloomstalker, but I feel like ranger as a whole is just like
It's very
one of the main things about
lackluster.
ranger. one of the things about Ranger is you have your favorite terrain, but then you have a Scout Rogue which can just do that better. Any difficult terrain is no longer a difficult terrain. Just okay. And if you attack something, you can run away, and they can't fight back. You don't even need a hit. Nothing gets opportunity attacks with a Scout Rogue if you hit and run. It's just.
No.
And then, of course, fighter with a bow usually is more powerful than a ranger, and which means the only thing they really have going for them is the fact that they also have magic, but their magic is nowhere near as powerful as any other, even half class. Like a paladin could easily outmatch it.
See, for me, my favorite / the one I can see myself. Before I say it, we'll take some guesses. What do people think?
Your least favorite?
The one I'm least likely to play.
Warlock?
I'm gonna go with my second least favorite, and that's gonna be Bloodhunter.
What do you think?
Because I'm kind of torn between Bloodhunter and Barbarian. Because I know you like to think outside the box, and Barbarians are very limited in what they can actually do, whereas Artificer, which is the one you said you really do want to play at some point, has a lot they can do.
I mean, yeah, in terms of you wanting to think outside the box, probably Barbarian.
Is Barbarian.
Yeah. The reason I don't like Bloodhunters, though, is because they kind of got too much going on at the same time. Like, but also not enough.
Too much, but not enough.
Yeah. So,
I mean, it's a very valid thing. It's the Bloodhunter's kind of like as a jack of all trades, like trying to do everything but nothing at the same time. It's what makes them so hard because like if you play like any other class that's not a Bloodhunter, there's like one clear stat you want to dump into to make yourself really strong. Bloodhunters don't really have one stat. So they kind of want to diverse across the board a bit more.
Bloodhunters need high constitution, plus I think it's wisdom for their abilities, plus their dex, depending on what they're fighting with. So it's just, there's a lot to think about with the Bloodhunters.
They're very bad, multi-active.
But then, at the same time, when if you look at the Lycan, just as a pure, not thinking of like lore or anything like that, or RP, just pure mechanics. The Lycan Bloodhunter is basically just kind of like a barbarian, but not really as good. The whole point of the Lycan is that you take less damage, but the Lycan itself doesn't really deal a lot of damage compared to other classes. Whereas then you've got Zealot Barbarian, which deals a ton of damage and takes a ton of damage.
Yeah. Which, I mean, I showed that off. So did Trevor. He played a Zealot too, didn't he?
I played a Zealot Barbarian Warlock in Trevor's campaign.
Yeah, I remember that.
He and Lumi teamed up to just murder a fucking, what was it, a troll or an ogre or something?
Yeah.
Something like that, yeah. I remember that. That was one shot. I remember the fucking wand of magic missile that I got in my hands. Just freaking murdered the boss.
Was that the one?
It's like, I would like to use all the charges. And Trevor just went, oh shit.
What was that, Mika?
Was that the one, Trevor's campaign, was that the one I played as an elephant?
Yes.
I think so.
Well, you were throwing people around with the trunk.
Worth it.
You were trying to throw everyone around.
Yes.
Yeah.
Good question.
You went to throw me, and I had boots of levitate or whatever on, so I just stayed in wherever you let go.
Yeah. Here's a good question. What's everyone's favorite quotes from the one shot? Well, from the main campaign.
I mean,
We've had a good few of them.
We've got You've Got Special.
I was about to say, I think mine's gonna have to be You Got Special.
Then what else we have?
There's swiping right,
We have
There's
Stay
that.
Away.
stay away,
Stay
swiping right.
We have
Swiping
Have
right.
You Ever Heard of Fucking Strategy?
We've had a couple from the beginning where that do with heart, and it was like, or where we said no and bopped them on the nose like a bad dog.
Oh yeah, there's the fucking no square quote that you did at the start.
Yeah.
Before we go further into this, just catch up with the questions here. Chaos. So the question got asked: what is everyone's favorite class to play?
Cleric.
Why is it doing that? I'm gonna go to the bathroom.
And then the next
Cleric.
question was: what is everyone's least favorite class to play?
Rogue. My least favorite one is Rogue.
And now the next
Why?
question means: what's your favorite quote for the entire campaign?
Why Rogue?
Yeah.
I just don't like how it's played.
Okay.
Again, as a cleric main, I don't like Rogue. Favorite quote? You got special. And you swiped right at Malek.
Wake up to reality.
The Pokemon Malek has a similar voice that bothers me right now.
You did the
Yes,
same thing to us.
Yes, I still
No,
have that on my
no.
soundboard.
The Pokemon Malek has a similar voice and similar goal. Just bothers me right now.
Let me see here. That's that thing, and that's a book. Okay, cool. Just throw it into my
There
D&D
was
thing.
one of recruit.
Hooray! Yes, you made that a soundbite for me, by the way.
Speaking of quotes,
Oh, I have emotional damage. I have the emotional damage one as a walk-on. Everyone that is playing D&D with me, every time I just walk in, they immediately have a fucking laugh at fucking moment. And I start to use "what do you mean" a lot.
yeah, what do
They
you
still
mean?
think it's not, they still think it's someone else.
Worry about it.
Yeah. I think out of the Thompson quotes, my favorite is "I'm just happy to be here."
That is a good one. That is a good
I'm
one.
just happy to be here.
That's a good one. But hear me out.
Buckle up, chuckle fuck.
Yeah, fair. That one's just funny though.
That is
Yes.
a mood.
That one's a
Oh,
move.
yeah. Speaking of, I still got my soundboard.
Last time on Digital Realms D. The group saved some baby dragons just before their mother showed up.
Oh yeah, I remember that. That was whenever we entered the sacred ground.
Yes. Yes, Thompson sounds like Dahi Denoga. He does, and a lot of friends think he is that. And like, no, he's not.
Hooray!
Who sounds like Nogla?
Thompson in
Thompson.
some of the audios.
Oh, okay. I was sitting there going, what the? I come back to literally see he sounds like Dal de Nogla, and I'm like, wait there. What? The only other Irish person in this. Is like myself and Adam.
we know.
So, are we still talking about the famous our favorite quotes?
Yes, that's what brought Thompson into this. Like Thompson quotes. Favorite Thompson quote.
Remember when Argo got his powers taken away in the middle of a fight?
Mm-hmm.
And then he turned around like, I feel like I've had my powers taken away. At which point Bartholomew turned around and said, so same as usual then?
I mean, he does play a glorified fighter 90%.
He does.
Yeah.
He just forgets that he has abilities.
He forgets to read his sheet. Honestly, I would love for Argo to sit down and just read through his character sheet and check what his abilities actually do.
Because I mean, like,
He doesn't even
most...
remember. Smite.
I know.
I mean, the thing is, I could guarantee Argo would actually read his character sheet, read his sheet, and actually do a lot. If he didn't have a phone.
Yeah, because he plays freaking RuneLight and shit while D&D's going on.
Not only that, he's a lot gaming on it.
Yes. It's like the phone is a big distraction during D&D.
Specifically
And like, as much as I don't want to be a dick, it might be about time to implement a rule that says no phones during D&D.
Oh no, they have to though for work.
Fair.
No,
I'm actually quite shocked why you've been there. You haven't literally just went up the stairs, smack, and then went back down the stairs.
I haven't needed to, honestly. Let's think about this real quick. I'm just gonna pull up the YouTube. Tubes of you. Let's see, what sessions have we exactly had while I've been here?
There's not been a whole lot of combat as for late.
No. We've had, 2 RPs and then the 3 one-shots.
Like that? No, we did have the tower while Lumi was in the kitchen. I believe.
Letter of Love.
By the way, here's another one. For everyone in the call, what's been your most emotional damage session?
Oh, that's
my
hard.
favorite quotes.
Oh, that's hard. Yeah, Bigger, what's your quote?
I can't pick any of the ones that I freaking use and I or made up because I freaking did most of them. So the only ones I can really think of is whenever at the beginning, where Trevor used to grab it like a Yu-Gi-Oh card and like put it up against the camera, or whenever like CRISPR had changed the calling of a shield like 3 fucking times.
He has changed quite a bit, hasn't he?
I still don't think he's got like an actual command word written down for that shit.
So
there's a quote I can't remember.
Which one?
It was during I think it's in the second session when we were leaving the Isle.
Okay.
We fought pirates. And Bartholomew went down to find out that the pirates had thrown the tea overboard. I can't remember what I said, but I remember Bartholomew being angry.
So, in grand total, this will mark my 7th session.
Okay.
Just 7?
He did make a reference to the Boston Tea Party.
Of course he did.
The funny thing is, I've done just about as many sessions in this house as you all did in the one village. Being the Resistance.
That's because we used fucking forever in that village.
Yeah, we spent too much fucking time in that village. It was great.
It was.
We literally just tried to drag it out as much as possible for real.
we did.
D&D went on longer type of thing, but it was just like almost every session was one day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, next session. So, we've been here for a while. How long till the elves arrive? 4 days. It started the week,
I
right?
also
Yes.
think I know why we slowed down. It's because of what happened back in Genova with the arena. Where all of us were like, oh, we could have prepared shit in advance? Well, damn.
Because what was it? Literally, we got to the arena and it was like, okay, a few of you can only go into the arena, and then everyone was fighting.
Yeah.
And then a big dragon hit, and it was like, so who wanted to go in the arena in the first place?
I'm going to quickly nip BRB. I'm going to quickly nip to the bathroom. While I go, I'm going to give you the opportunity to think of any final questions before we end. Be right back.
Speaking of the village, does anyone remember when Shay was flying around with Deck of Illusions?
Oh yeah, get off my swamp.
Yeah, actually, get off my swamp.
Shrek.
And then we were sitting there and was like, see if we find a fucking donkey. And then we did.
Yeah, we did.
Oh yeah, that was great.
It was so comedic perfection.
By the way, to the whole entire thing of emotional damage, I think we're gonna bring up the session where the entire table was crying.
What session was it again? There are multiple where nearly the whole table was crying.
The one where Eldon got her letter from her mom.
Oh yeah, that where I was sobbing as well.
And like Granny got reintroduced, and everyone just went, what?
What was actually quite emotional damage to me was Art and the love of his life and his letters.
Yeah.
And then her reaction to find out that he never read them.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. That was painful as well.
It was. Another moment probably be when Small R went to Granny and was like, how am I supposed to do this? And truly doubted himself. Back in the beginning.
Whenever I didn't know how to control my powers.
Yes.
Yeah. Shit, run! Fuck, I can't remember, I can't run.
And another emotional damage thing was when Lucian just collapsed in the middle of the arena and everyone just went, what the fuck happened?
Mm.
Yeah.
In the last episode of a 3-part one-shot with Barbarians, when Bartholomew's sister... Actually, the entire ending, to be honest, from that point on.
Oh yeah. Everyone got sort of fucked over by the God of Truth.
Yeah.
First off, we had her, who was going in to make the deal, and
Bartholomew.
Literally Esper turning around to her and saying, that even the highest level of magic use can't bring back something that never existed.
Yeah.
Like that's... and seeing her sort of resolve to do it anyway, regardless of what the consequences are going to be.
Yeah.
And then going in, and all the shit that happened.
Oh yeah. Yeah, freaking Bergara lost his arms. Someone went catatonic.
Yeah.
Basically.
Esper lost a connection to the god he worshipped.
Yep.
Because I was like, I don't trust this motherfucker. I'm not doing that.
I will say it was kind of
smart.
Kind of amusing. Pixie,
yeah,
kind of amusing. In the final session, there was only 5 of you actually.
Caitlin and Megan, yeah.
But even them, I remember I asked Caitlin afterward. 6 of you in total. Half of you were like, no, don't. And the other half were like, no, I want to know something.
Yeah.
Yeah, Esper sought knowledge. What did Bergai want?
He got knowledge as well, just different kinds of knowledge.
So Esper wanted the knowledge on how to get all of his kind,
Basically, change their allegiance.
change their
from-
ways and stuff, and freedom. So in an effort, in fact, I'll go to that later. Paid a price by losing your current connection to God, but he did it in a good way, which I guess I'll get to in a moment. Then Guy wanted knowledge on everything to do with dragons.
Yes, he wanted dragon knowledge, which he got, which cost him his arms.
Cost him his arms. And then
That was
Lucid's
how he learned about Draconia.
Lucid's character wanted to know if she was going to lead a happy life with Montgomery.
Yep. At which point they went
And
catatonic.
she got the vision of her entire future. But the price was she...
Yep.
Ooh.
Which I don't know if you've noticed major difference in what happened to Guy and Lucid and what happened. Fuck, what's his name?
Esper.
Esper. There was a very big difference between you and him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, one thing was like a severance of a connection to a god. The other two both got affected physically.
The biggest
But,
thing.
Or is that not what you meant?
If you
I
remember,
will. I'll let
when-
you all have one shot of guessing the difference and stuff. Like, see if you can about it. And afterwards, I'll say the actual difference. So go on, say your guess.
Like I said, like who of them were affected more physically and mentally, and the last one was affected by like a connection to a god being severed.
Okay, what do you think?
Like what sort of gave Burgai his power of wielding draconic magic got severed by him wanting draconic knowledge.
What about you? What do you think the major Guy and Lucid's character is between that one shot?
The difference? One was looking for greed and one was looking for, was it pure of heart? You know, the further questions.
Pretty much hit the nail on the head.
Greed to know your future so you can actually change it. And then you like pure of heart to know what needs to be done and what, you know, like, just, yeah, fuck it.
Yeah.
You ask the person that has difficulties freaking put a sentence together. This is great.
But no, I mean, the thing is, you pretty much hit the nail on the head straight away. Like, I'm actually shocked someone got it, essentially. A Guy and Lucid's character, selfish, greed, wanted knowledge. Adam's character was looking for save others. So his sentence was far less worse of what he had to pay compared to the other two. On top of that, his price to pay also went towards what he needed, because he was talking about the Moon Maiden. And don't forget, at that point in time, Shield Maiden was imitating the Moon Maiden.
Yep.
So severing his connection to the fake Moon Maiden started his connection to the real Moon, which then progressed his one.
Sure. Yeah, two of them were selfish, one was not.
I know my brain don't keep a freaking storyline going, but fuck, okay. I remembered that shit.
And Chris says all my characters are evil and not to be trusted. I made a pure of heart cleric.
Most of your characters are not to be trusted. Most of
Just
them.
the one. Except for the crazy ones. Don't mind them.
Wouldn't trust Morgan for shit.
Well, yeah, but he wasn't in this campaign. I also wouldn't trust Subject 37, but you know.
No. Like
Wouldn't just
Morgan,
trust him to
37,
pickle,
enemy
never mind anything else.
are characters I would not trust.
Oh, curiosity. Question to throw out there to see if it's changed from last time. I don't feel like it has. What's everyone's favorite NPC?
NPC?
Pretty much any character I've played.
Yes, yes. Yes, yes.
Haven't seen him in over a full year, yet he's still your favorite?
Yes.
He didn't even reply back with yes, he just went, yes.
Yeah, I know.
I don't think, actually. There's been a few good ones. I don't think yes is my favorite character anymore.
That's
I
baby
like what you've done with Heart's woman, whatever her name is.
Oh yeah. I have to keep pulling up D&D Beyond.
I don't think she else. There was someone else I really liked. I can't remember who it was. I can't remember what town, where they were, but I remember there's definitely someone else I really liked. I can't remember.
I am not sure.
Ismay, name of the one that Art's lover.
Right, it's me.
So, Chaos, who's your favorite NPC?
I don't have any.
Is it Malek because you swiped right on him?
Never gonna get away with that one. You're never gonna get away with that one.
Not in this
You're
campaign.
never gonna live that one down.
Well,
You're
well,
never gonna live that one down.
My feelings, Chaos. You don't like anyone I play as?
No, all of them are great.
Not
How
everyone I
can it
played as
just-
your own mother?
Well, well.
Emotional damage.
God fucking damn it. I'm a sucker for emotional damage, but I'm not a sucker for blackmail.
So,
Same
Adam,
thing,
who's
just
yours?
fancier words.
But so far it is me. I'm pretty sure there is someone else I do really like, but I can't remember who.
What about your Moriarty to your Sherlock Holmes?
Well, I do like him, but I feel like that's an unfair thing to pick because I made him.
Fair.
What, you mean the Thieves Guild person?
Yeah.
Oh, trust me, I've developed so much. That person has a name now.
You already did.
You did?
Yeah.
Oh, I give a different name. When the fuck did you pick that up a name?
When I first made him.
I'm fucking your name up and giving him mine.
I think we've already revealed part of his name at some point in the campaign as well.
Oh, have I? Let's show how much I know.
Can't remember which part of his name though.
I'm gonna go look in DMs and stuff to see what his name. Well, I developed more of a story for them though.
Let's see. Because he's in one of the campaigns. I got too many of them now.
Oh, isn't he in?
He's in my campaign. He's in my characters.
Yeah, he's in your characters.
Do we have any more questions, or
Isn't he Duskoff?
Yeah.
Isn't that the part of the name I give him?
I think that might have been, yeah.
I'm stuck between 3 NPCs.
Don't worry, because the name I was coming up with was his first name, which I've not yet to reveal, so don't worry.
One of them's remember the dwarf's Mitty that had like the adopted child?
Oh yeah.
Was it not a dwarven child that a random Smithy adopted?
Yes.
It was a dwarven child that was adopted. And
It was a
the child didn't
dragonborn
have a
adopted, wasn't
family.
Yeah, it was a
they got help
dragonborn
making-
Smithy.
Yeah, and then Small Laura gave him the clan symbol.
Yeah, it's so adorable.
I remember that.
The second one is the previous alpha.
Horny.
There's more the fact that he had to put up with
Daddy.
followers. Daddy.
He was so trying. He was just like.
I know who my favorite. I know who my favorite NPC is.
Go on.
This is during the 3-part one-shot with the Horny Barbarians. When Esper was getting a guy done for selling fake merchandise, the 3 barbarians were trying to start a fight with that guy as he was getting trailed off, and one of the guards turned around and just stopped them all in their tracks. They're like, no.
Oh, the wizard.
That's my favorite
The guy who went like whole personal on all of them, and Luby just went, "You all fail."
No, that security guard was funny though. Oh,
like the only time I've ever fudged a fucking roll.
Why is my favorite character? He ended that bullshit immediately. I was like, I like this guy.
remember the small little village that we went to in between to take rest and rations? We had the NPCs. I don't know if it's in the main or in a one shot that we did this, and they all kind of left.
Oh, you mean the traders?
The traders, yeah.
Yeah.
It was a
Yeah, that
pit
was
stop.
making
It wasn't a village. It was a pit stop.
Pit stop.
Pit stop. Where we all met a bunch of traders.
If I remember correctly, wasn't that just before the swiping of right?
It
Yeah.
was.
Yeah, because they also had a sword.
Yeah. Speaking of which, Luby, what did you title that episode where Elton swiped right?
YouTube, right now.
Swiping of right. Just swipe it.
No, I didn't name it like that.
Should we call Chaos Swiper? Swiper, no swiping.
God damn it, Adam.
After you had dinner, right?
What?
No, it was before.
After you had dinner with, so it was before you had dinner with Dave. Oh. Because it was after you've been to the city, right? On the ruin?
Yeah.
Okay. That case. That
It was
episode.
the one after the dragon fight.
Yeah, so that episode itself, where the swiping of right happened, is specifically named New Mutation of the Necklace. Because it was also thought that was big. Because then the next episode was called The Aftermath.
Oh, yeah,
Because
right.
It happened at the very end of the previous episode.
Yes. Yeah, I remember now, yeah.
Because then after that we had... Actually, you know what? As a small segment, let's just go through all the titles I've given these episodes. So, for episode 1, The Last Day of School.
Makes sense.
Yep.
Episode 2, Off into a Whole New World.
Very Aladdin, yeah.
Episode 3 was The Mysteries of the Forest.
Yeah, that was kind of good.
Episode 4 was When Pasts. Remember the main point of that episode?
I believe that was when we met Soros and he started talking about how every single one of us was connected.
It's either he was telling you or you all discovered by talking.
Yeah. Yeah.
Episode
So
5.
I believe it was the episode where he showed Lucian and Safrina his skills.
Eventually. Episode 5, To the Big City.
That was when we headed to Genova.
Episode 6, The City of Genova. Then we went to start to do some one-shots, so we had the Takeover of Pyre Isle.
Yep, that was the evil one shot, which I remember vividly.
It was a good one.
But why? It was so fun.
Fuck off.
For me.
If I remember correctly, it was in between the big city and the city of Genova when the streamed one happened.
Yes.
But yeah, after the Takeover of Pyre Isle, we went into the mini adventure. Part 1 being A God's Request. Episode 2 of that was Barbarians Go Wild. And episode 3 was Let the Gods Be Known.
Yep.
Then we were back to the main campaign with episode 7 with Time for the Main Event.
Oh yeah, the arena fight.
Yep. Episode 8, Time to Play Catch Up. I remember
That was Catch Up. Were we hunting someone that episode?
Oh,
Yes, the art. Before we went to Genova, we got word that the cultists were going into.
Oh, right.
and you
Rapture.
went to Genova to get a car, and now that you have one, you're playing
to
catch
go
up.
play catch up with the cultists in Rapture, right?
Episode 9, a new adventurer joins the mix.
That is where Elden joined.
Well,
Yeah.
joined in Calico.
I think I'm using the point. I believe it's episode 3 when we had Sid
Kitten
join.
join.
Yep.
It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
The big
6,
city is
7,
whenever
8. Lucid was with us for 10, or maybe less episodes.
20 weeks.
Yeah.
But no, then Caitlin joined in the big city.
Yeah.
Yes, Caitlin joined in the big city. Where we were alluded to Shay. In the market when me and Bartholomew were looking around, I believe.
Lord Alistair.
Bloodbath and
Yeah.
Beyond.
Yes, exactly. Bloodbath and Beyond.
Episode 10, Day of Passing.
That would be when we got to Rapture and
Yeah, Rapture. And it was...
Bartholomew had to go to the grave.
Yes, that would be the sister's anniversary.
Episode 11, God's Contracts.
I'm gonna assume we'd entered the cave of a water dragon and Esper and Bergai showed up?
Yeah.
And it was also in those 2 sessions where I believe Lucian had his inner self fight. Or was that after that?
That was after.
That was after, because the
After
episode,
the water dragon.
because episode 12 is titled Inner Conflicts and Hidden.
Okay, yes, and that would be when Lucian had his inner fight, and we figured out that Rapture was underwater.
Then we had new mutation of the necklace, because you were resolved during the Aftermath, episode 14.
That was after Chaos Swipe Right.
Episode 15, one of Big R's favorite, Proving Themselves.
That's whenever I became the alpha.
No, you were already the alpha. The alpha, like from episode 1, it was now known to you that.
Not the one where I got bit.
No, so he bit you to transfer his alpha powers.
Yes.
But you were already an alpha, because you already took powers away from another.
Okay. That's whenever we met Spicin!
Back when.
Yeah, that was when I was that spice.
Back when Chaos joined the mix, when you met with the one shot from the mini adventure that Caitlin played, her character, and
yes,
you took away his werewolfism and gained the power to summon werewolves. So you already like, and you did that because you could do that because you were an alpha. He transferred some of his alpha powers to you when you met when you met what old alpha dude. So you've always been the alpha. It was just a matter of you was now learning what it meant to be an alpha.
Then we got our puppy posse. Let's go.
Yeah. And let's see what we threw them stuff. Then we had the Royal Ball. Yeah. Episode 16. Then we had a one-shot, City of the Gods.
Oh, that was Bert Thompson and his bagpipes.
Yes.
Then we had episode 17, Family Conflict.
That's where we fought the mom. No.
Yep, no, you're right.
That was later. Okay,
You're
good.
completely right. It's where you fought Argo's mom.
That was at the ball.
Yep.
Then
we ended on a cliffhanger, then we had a one-shot, and then we got back to it.
Yeah, then we had episode 18, Dinner with the Lord of Dragons.
Yes.
Then we had the 1 year anniversary. Then we had episode 19, Setting Out on a Fresh Adventure. Finished your rest time in Aragon. Got off again, knowing about what's waiting for you. Wait, that's on all your shoulders. And you went up to Snow Peak. Which, next episode 20, Mountains of Snow Peak.
Mm-hmm. With the pissy king.
Yep. Episode 21, The Start of War.
I was at the back of the mountain.
Yep. I have apparently used this title twice.
There was a part 1 and part 2 because we didn't get to properly finish it.
File name. Oh, they're correct. So, check that. Because episode 22 was also called The Aftermath. So, so we already have the Aftermath. We're in the Aftermath of After Swiping Right. This was the Aftermath after the battle.
Mm-hmm.
Big. I want to. Standing out. Yeah, looking for the Aftermath. Which one?
After Algebra.
Then you have episode 23, The Sacred Grounds.
I got a title. After the snow settles.
I like that one.
Thank you.
While I remember on. After. Settles is spelled S-E-T-T-L-E-S.
Yes. Kind of funny, the other dyslexic person actually said yes to that before somebody else did.
But yeah, so after that one, we have The Sacred Grounds. Happened in that one.
Yeah, the secret grounds.
Yeah, with
In
all
the title, dude.
the secret grounds of the dragons, and there was people up at the top of it, and like was a Kitten's character tried to get us like safe passage up to help.
Yep. And episode 24, a dragon's blessing.
That was after the fight.
Yep.
Episode 25, the army starts.
That was when Alistair and everyone started coming back to the city. And then, what do you call her? Kitten then had to tell her dad and Alistair that she did just break a law. Because she wasn't supposed to enter the secret grounds.
26, a village in trouble.
That's
wonder
the
which one
village
that
that we're in at the minute.
That is the one. It's before we go to the village. That half of it got incinerated. It was a village just before that. There was a bunch of houses. Shay used her Shay Away ability for I think the first time. And I got to sit on top of her rooftop because I now had a broom.
It was also Lucian's hometown.
Yes.
Okay. That's not important.
Hey!
Episode 27.
Yeah.
And are you ready? Because this is the start of your resistance stuff, by the way.
Yeah.
Episode 28, a resistant grows. Then we had the one-shot Malik's Beginnings. Episode 29, the flames of the resistance. And episode 30, because this is where the emotional damage starts to seep in, like home.
That was for Chaos's character. And find out that their daddy was from there and their mama.
Yeah, and she didn't know that she wasn't from the past.
Yeah. You were put in the past to come back to the future.
Yeah.
Well, the present.
Then we had 31, Second Tower. Then we had episode 2, First of the Generals, Part 1. Then we had the Halloween one-shot, The Mansion of Mimics. And from this point onwards, the next sessions are all the ones that have been done in this house. We had the First of the Generals Part 2. That's when you were finally done with the resistance shit.
Yeah.
I got a jar of dirt.
Huh?
I got a jar of dirt. Guess what's inside it?
Then we had episode 34, The Letter of Love. Episode 35, Home of Twisted Minds. Episode 6, Love and War. One shot, the ceiling of part 1 and the ceiling. I will say it's quite impressive how much you all remembered from the title. Generally happened.
Are you shocked or amazed?
I'm shocked in the sense of like how well you're remembering them, but also like it goes to show how well I've titled. Fuck, I actually did a good job.
For some of them, it's actually remembering the exact start point and end point.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh fuck, that's right. I missed the last session. I was too sore and not well enough to get out of bed.
Yeah, for Love and Royalty you won.
Yeah.
Which, funny enough, no, there's a few I've had it.
But
10 episodes in total we've been hit with copyright claims.
Hey.
From who?
Just random. YouTube's all stuff.
Yeah.
Oh,
Which,
okay.
honestly, the most shocking one is Love and Royalty got hit. And the reason it's most shocking is because I think that's the first video I've been hit with a copyright claim on since using the bot.
Nice.
Unknown why that got hit. It's fine, because all it means is, like, if that video was to ever make... Digital Realms D&D is miles off.
And then that one episode gets like 10 billion views.
It's actually sitting on 3.
Billion?
3.
Oh.
So our highest viewed video has 46 views.
Is that the first one?
Nope.
No?
It's 60.
What is that?
Royal Ball.
Okay.
Least amount of views. Tied for first place with both of them having 2 views each.
What are they?
Episode 1.
Oh. The one somewhere in the middle. The 1 year anniversary. Yeah.
Okay.
And episode 7, time for the main event.
It was a good. That was also a very good session, though. It was a very fun session. Lots of stuff happened.
Curious, asking about. Episode 1 is sitting on 30 views.
Yeah, the Royal one having like the most views, was that not around about the same time whenever we found out that there was fans of Tales of Lunaria down at the shop?
Don't forget, since then, I was originally uploading, back then I was uploading all channel.
Yeah.
Since
Most
then,
digital, yeah.
it's all been moved to its own. Taken down.
Yeah.
These are all technically real. And I will tell you this right now, all of the re-uploads got more views than... Oh.
Damn.
The only downside at all, because of the way I had to grab the videos, they're all locked at 7.
Some of the quality got lower quality.
They're all locked at 7.
Yeah. But new stuff will all have like 1080, I believe, now.
Yeah, all the new stuff's 10.
Yeah.
And the quality will get even better in my own place without dropping. Actually, remember markers and board and stuff.
Yeah.
Once I've got a full system going.
Well, we've almost been live for 4 hours.
In exactly 6.
Yeah.
I'd say it's been a pretty good anniversary stream.
Yeah.
It's been, yeah.
I'm honestly shocked we got 4 hours out of it.
I'm quite sure we're still going after 2 years.
Oh,
well, we'll continue going for years to come, bigger.
I honestly don't think, by the time we've hit the 3rd year anniversary of Digital Realms as a whole, I think we're done with Luna.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I think we're done by like this time next year.
Never say never.
Because there's
Like I said, think doesn't mean it's going to be like that.
I mean, to be honest, there's not much really left to explore / do area right now.
Mm.
I mean,
True, but the fights are getting harder and lasting longer.
True, they are.
Yeah, they are lasting longer. I mean, just look at the last dragon we had to fight. Then again, we all wrote like shit.
Also, something I just thought about real quick. On about things for characters to resolve and stuff earlier. There is technically something else for another character to resolve that is impossible to resolve in this campaign.
Go on.
Go on.
Argo's dead.
Argo's dad.
Argo's dead indeed. That cannot be resolved in Lunaria. That will have to be resolved afterwards. In a potential campaign too.
Or a potential one-shot after it happens.
Yes. Yes. Now that cannot be solved in the main campaign. Which means you would have to wrap Argo up with her ladyship until further notice.
Yeah. Well,
I'm sorry for yawning. I have been up and awake for most of the day.
It does mean though, there's the potential once this campaign's done.
See everyone again.
See all these characters come back again. Oh.
Yeah, for a one shot to return.
Yes. We're gonna go ahead and end this stream here though. In a lovely chill stream, hanging out with everyone for 2-year anniversary of Digital Realms D&D. We'll be back in 2 weeks' time. Should have everything set for them, hopefully. Back in 2 weeks' time, and we continue on with the main campaign. Heck with everyone. Sure. No one's conflict. The only person I'm going to potentially worry about, like, as... In fact, no, she's not working that weekend. She's not working. No, I think we're going to be good. But yeah. So we're back in 2 weeks, continue on with the main campaign and evolving that stuff. And, so many more ideas to come, especially in this campaign. Campaigns to come. So, Draconia, Happiely, which is going to be a bit of an experimental thing. It's not going to be typical D&D. Got Lunaria 2.0 when we return. You have to wait for this. That one's going to go. Potentially, depending on kind of what happens for the in-person stuff, may see Bell rather than later, but by the time we've done with all the other campaigns, I'm kind of hoping the in-person one's done. And this group, the online people, get a chance to go Bell, see what it's like and things. Once I've got its story solidified in stone from an in-person group. So yeah. You've all been wonderful, and I'll see you next time for the next Digital Realms game. Don't see you before for some regular gaming streaming that I'm looking forward to get back to. So we've got set. Catch you all next time.